Hey everybody, welcome back to Crit and Fumble. This is a super exciting episode for me anyway. How about you guys?
Yeah, super exciting.
This is episode 1 of our Mage campaign. One we've been meaning to play for a while now after finishing Waterdeep. If you haven't listened to that, stop and go listen to our first season, which was Waterdeep. We're playing the same characters, same crew. We did Witchlight in between. We just finished that, so now we're doing Mad
characters.
Different characters in Witchlight. But this one is the same characters as...
And will be for the next 7 years.
Yes, because it's a 22-level dungeon.
Holy shit.
We might actually break it up into multiple campaigns and do stuff in between so we don't get bored of being in a dungeon. But anyway,
do it in one night.
Yeah.
Let's marathon it. Let's do it.
Could we set a Guinness Book of World Records?
I
To
bet
finish
there
Mad
already is
Mage
one.
and-
Colin's sick.
I'm dropping out of university
For this year.
This is what I'm doing.
I feel like realistically
Honey, I got
to
a
play
new
the whole
job.
thing and power through it, it would probably take you at least a week.
Oh, yeah.
Of like just constant, like, you gotta
my
do this. Yeah, that'd be brutal. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for joining us. If you're just listening and not watching, we do actually have a screen on our table this time. We're using Roll20 to hopefully give a little bit more imagery, like NPC pop-ups, that sort of stuff. So if you do use YouTube, check us out on there because hopefully the video will be on there. Tasha's going to try. But also for the dungeon maps, because this whole adventure is in a dungeon. So we figure we'll put in the extra effort so everybody knows where the hell they actually are. Because it'll be really hard to track where you are in that labyrinth.
And so are you saying that, like, if we were to go to YouTube, we'd actually be able to see the screen?
We're hoping
That's
so.
the
So
theory.
like,
I'll just put it in like one of the boxes, and then maybe just like pop it full screen. And then I have to. We'll see. We'll see
yeah,
how
it'll
see what
probably
happens.
just be a
Right.
mini version of it to give people like kind of an idea of what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, mini map.
Minimap.
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
Great. Now I
I'm
have
the
Dora
map.
stuck in my head. Yeah. Anyway, let's go around the table. I'll start. Hey, everybody. I already introduced myself, but Gavin. Wow.
Gavin.
Hi, Gavin.
Welcome, Gavin.
Hello. My name is Gavin. I'll be your campaign dungeon master.
I'm just going to roll
Wow,
my
what
rocks
the-
out here. I don't know. He's still fucking babbling away over there. Okay, go ahead, Gav.
All right. Let's go to my right this time to screw things up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's me, right? Right, lefty,
so.
righty. That's me.
That's you.
Do the L's. If it's
Yeah.
a backwards L, you got it. Go that way.
Hi, everybody. I am Brienne Borsier, and I'll be reprising my role as Calliope Dervish, the tiefling fighter. She's a battle master. She is pink. She is, she
In love
got
with Till.
horns. She's in love with Till inexplicably. And it's been, It's been 5 years?
Give or take. Yeah.
So last season, she was the tender age of 22, which means now she's like 27. And she's, she's a little older. Maybe
a
even
little
a
older.
little wiser.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Till's definitely better at being a bard, though. 100%.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's me.
Cool.
Well, and this is Dwayne. I will be playing Mark Balladeer Dervish.
Oh, he's got a new name.
He's got a new name.
That's so like you.
No. So it used to be Mark Skid, but now it's Mark Balladeer Dervish. He's been abducted. He's been abducted by Calliope and Till. And so those are their last names, Balladeer and Dervish.
Are Calliope and Till aware of this?
I think Mark just like he might not have even let them
It's like
know.
First lawyer and did it himself.
Just got it done. Got a couple extra, couple bucks, a few shekels that he needed to.
Calliope and Till are just like, fuck, fine, whatever.
Whatever, yeah.
How old is Mark now?
He'd be 24.
So he's only 3 years. Is that correct math? If it's been 5 years, how old was he last time?
17.
17.
So he shouldn't be
So
20.
he should be 22.
Oh, 22?
Math
Oh, that's
is hard.
bad math.
He
Math is hard.
He ages at a different speed. He's a gnome, right?
He's 24
Oh,
gnome
yeah,
years.
sorry. He's a deep gnome. He's a cleric, a level 5 cleric, and anything else that I need to know about this guy? Not really.
See what happens.
All right.
Yeah.
If it wasn't already obvious, Jesus Christ.
Oh, this will be fun.
English is so hard.
So hard.
Till-
Till's
many
last
words
name
in it.
is Balladeer, and Calliope's is
Dervish,
That's
yeah.
why it's
And the three
Balladeer
of them have been traveling on it like these past 5 years.
Yeah,
right?
just been sort of like seeing the world
yeah.
as much as
we've been on a gap year that's been 5 years long, kind of just like roaming the countryside, causing havoc.
Sabbatical.
Yeah.
I'm next. I'm Tash, and I'm playing Ethelfonsus Malian, otherwise known as Mog. He's a swift stride shifter, aberrant mind sorcerer, which I don't even remember what most of that means, other than he can change. He's a cat man, and he when he shifts, he kind of changes to be more cat-like and less man-like. Yeah, he's been working away in the tavern ever since the other adventurers left town, and just keeping things running there. Working the bar, managing, making sure that Nim keeps things going.
Yeah. So Nim stayed at the bar. That was the nimble right you guys got, the construct. So he's just been working the. So you're more the manager. He's kind of the employee.
He's the like high speed bartender. I imagine there's like 100 mini little conveyor belts that go to like every table. That when you order a draft, he just sets it on there and it zips over.
Or like some sort of like roof hook system. It's like, and then like comes down to the table and drops it.
And the Roho memorial, what do you call that thing? Like a shrine.
Yeah,
has been continuing to grow and grow and grow, and kind of has its own little corner of the bar now.
Nice.
That started with, I think Calliope got a big painting made at the end of the episode.
I imagine that was like over the hearth, but now like there used to be tables next to the hearth, next to the painting, but now there's like so much memorial stuff, like you've had to remove tables or pull them further away. That side of the room is just
like there could be like the lyrics of his song, like around the wall, like,
which is just row, oh, so good.
We have the Roho table for two, please.
Don't eat the cheese. It's been there for too long.
My turn?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go for it.
Do it.
Just want to make sure you're done.
I'm done.
Yeah. I'm Neil. I play Obsidian, who is a moon elf, mastermind rogue, level 3, and level 2 ranger, which is new because Obsidian has had some life changes in the last 5 years and has learned some new skills and let others slide a little bit. And what else to say about Obsidian? I don't know. That's it, right?
They spent most of their time at the palace. They
Oh, right. Yes. What have they been doing? Yeah, they've been spending all their time at the palace.
Went back and they helped manage.
They
or an advisor
after Silverhand was sort of killed.
Ousted. Yeah.
Yeah. Obsidian was granted a role at the palace, and initially they thought, "Wow, this is going to be so great. This is like I'm back in my element." Soon afterwards, they started spending a lot of time with, who did we decide it was again?
Hellrock.
Hellrock, and
which was one of the guards that became the group's buddy.
Right.
We love that guy.
Yeah, learned some skills from Hellrock, which is why Obsidian is now Ranger. And Obsidian is also non-binary.
Right. Okay. Well, I guess we'll listen to some intro music, and then we will BRB with our kickoff of the game. See you guys in a sec.
Adventurers, grab your weapons. But first, kiss your kin. The wilds call, a timeless brawl. Now we roll for initiative. Good and evil fighting for the win. Crit and fumble, critical hit or just a fucking fumble. Cast thine eye on the rolling die. Legends rise on its battle cry. Time to rumble, crit and fumble, critical hit or just another fumble. War is waged on the table stage, untold sagas of an ancient age. Crit and fumble.
And we're back. Yay. I totally just grabbed like a quick snack. Sorry if I'm smacking my lips in the microphone. Num num. Yeah. I guess where'd Dwayne go?
He left.
He's like, I'm so
He's still eating.
Classic.
Snack break.
Yeah, be right back. Just leave the cameras rolling. Yeah, I figure we'll pick it up at the tavern. I know the group of you. I mean, me playing Till. Obviously, Till's not a main character, so he's a bit of a backseat. But Till, Calliope, and Mark had been adventuring, but we did come back to the tavern and to Waterdeep periodically. We haven't been gone for 5 years.
Yeah.
So this is just one of those times where we're like, okay, we're a little tired, maybe out of gold or whatever. Let's go back and
Put a
have some
supply up.
Yeah, exactly. Get some rest. Mog's obviously been at the tavern with Nim all this time. So you're there kind of day and night. And Obsidian, they would often pop into the tavern and go visit Mog. So this is just happens to be one of the times that they're there. So we'll pick it up there. You guys are currently in the tavern, maybe chatting it up. Mog, let's call it late afternoon at this stage, kind of dinner rush time. So it's probably relatively busy in there. I'm going to say it's probably not, kind of middle winter-ish. We often play in like spring, summer, and fall, and I haven't been in a winter campaign, so it's wintertime now. It's cold out.
Fun.
The hearth is going, the lanterns are hot, the hearth is roaring, it's warm. Everybody's kind of like closer to the Rojo Memorial, which is where the hearth is. Hopefully nothing catches fire.
Rojo's smiling down on us.
Yeah, exactly. We'll pick it up there. What do you guys do? Standing in your nice, warm tavern.
So we're already here.
You are already there, unless you wanted to do something else.
That's totally fine. How long have we been back in Waterdeep?
I don't know. We could say like a day or two. So you guys have certainly caught up, maybe.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know. I think Calliope's probably just posted up by the fireplace. She's like drinking like a whiskey and she's got her boots up, just kind of relaxing.
Nice.
these
Taking it
days.
easy, especially after all that hiking, right? Like I
Yeah.
just spent most of the time Till and you two were probably on your feet, right? Not
Yeah.
catching horse and carriage. So
Yeah, totally.
yeah.
Well, Mark would be right next to her, and he'll kick off his really comfortable boots and just kind of warm his toes by the fire.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I feel like drinks periodically just come to you from Nim has obviously turned this tavern into like it's essentially an inner working machine. So you see an old tavern on the outside, but then you walk into it and there's like all these like spinning gears and clicking clock noises
It's like an
and
Amazon
stuff.
factory.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. So you
Amazon
sit down at
warehouse.
a table and, a beer just kind of like comes flying on a upper conveyor
God.
belt and then it's just like, and like drops down and you can leave your money and it picks it up and carries it in like a little, like jingle pot bin or whatever, that sort of thing.
What does Lift do these days? If he's, I feel like our ghost doesn't have that much to do anymore.
Yeah, I feel like Liff, the reason he was still like a troublesome ghost when the characters had first come across the tavern is that it wasn't being used, right? Like it had been shut down and then something had happened to him. I actually don't really recall what it was. But you guys had found his prized tankard, which had like his award-winning beer label on it or something. It was some big fair. And I imagine that's like kind of up on the mantle near Rojo's painting. And Liff maybe probably appears every now and then when, someone of note comes by, like say Lord Neverember or someone important.
Are they a brewer for us? Do they brew or do we get our beers
Does
from
Liff?
them? Yeah.
Well, Liff wouldn't. No, he was just kind of like the ghost of the tavern. I'd imagine Nim and Mog probably do the actual brewing or handle imports. So yeah. Anyway, so that's where Liff's at. He's kind of around, but he's
Like
not
a
like
traditional ghost now. He's just kind of playfully haunting the tavern.
totally.
Cool.
Yeah, but everybody sort of like plays along with it. They're like, oh, Liff's
yeah.
here.
Ooh, spooky. Yeah.
Yeah, it was creepy for like the first 6 months that you're open, but now it's been 5 years. Everybody's like, oh.
I like to imagine occasionally like people come from like Neverwinter and they're like, ooh, the haunted tavern. Like,
Yeah.
we're like, ooh, stay in this room.
Time to
It's
put the
extra
show on.
haunted. Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Cool.
So I think that like Obsidian in first season, first of all, some of you might remember that they drank a lot of wine,
Yes.
right? Obsidian now does not drink.
No way.
Oh,
yes.
boy.
Wow. Okay.
Right. And
Changes.
right. And then when they walk into the pub because they heard you're in town again, and they're all excited. You haven't seen them in a while, and you notice that instead of like the flowing gowns and the really like intricate clothes, rather Obsidian is dressed in a long tunic, leggings, and simple boots, all which are extremely high quality and exquisitely tailored, but very simple and seemingly kind of plain.
Kind of Spartan almost.
But they come in and they're like really excited to see you because they've got themselves a brand new bow.
Oh.
And you've never seen them with a bow before. And they walk up and say, Calliope and Mark, it's so nice to see you. And Till, I am excited to show you my new bow.
Are you holding it out?
Yeah.
Uncle Obsidian. Wow, it's good to see you.
You too, Mark.
Darling.
You've grown.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, a little bit.
Puberty treated you well.
No, well, yes, of course.
What the hell's wrong with him? Why is he being so nice?
Who?
Till. This is Till speaking about Obsidian.
I know I didn't used to be all that nice, but
All that nice.
I mean a snob. I was a snob.
You were a snob.
I was a snob.
Mog walks up to the group. Oh, Obsidian, here's your glass of milk as usual.
Thank you. Thanks, Mog.
It's great to see you again.
You too.
What's you holding there?
Well, I came with my new bow. I wanted to show you that Hellrock has, and I've been practicing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you're going to get back into the game a little?
Yeah, well, let me show you. And Obsidian pulls an arrow.
Oh, we kind of have a policy of like inside. We don't really
sees a beer going on a conveyor belt. And
Can you make me an attack roll on it? We'll say an AC of, I don't know.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
I rolled a 3.
You hit well, you can tell me what happens if you want.
The Obsidian misses wildly the beer. It ricochets off of a support pillar in the thing and goes back directly towards Nim, who ducks.
He just hits the deck.
Obsidian just kind of puts his bow down, and says, "Oh, well, I'm practicing."
Mm-hmm.
Darling, that was
A stupid thing to do inside of a pub.
but
Yeah,
kind of exciting.
Right?
Normally, like there's a range just like a couple blocks down.
Oh no, we have one at the palace. I've been practicing. It's
Okay,
It
clearly.
usually goes. I was just nervous. It's really nice to see you all
What
again.
is this like some kind of midlife crisis or what's going on? Are you just having like a little, are you having an episode of some kind? Like
I'm
what's
gonna be.
happening?
I was just gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I've been in the palace now for 5 years again, and I thought I would like it. Just getting a little bored.
This is dreadfully boring in there, darling.
Palace sounds
Ugh.
boring.
Sounds
wow.
political.
Dusty.
Yeah.
Well, we told you should have come with us.
Yeah. Well, Mog's kept me some company.
Yes. Well, that's
Well, I mean, adventuring with these two, that's not all that great either.
Excuse you.
It hasn't been great.
Yeah.
Our forcefully adopted
Oh
son.
my
What is
God!
that about?
Listen to you two bickering and arguing for miles and miles at a time.
All right.
Why have you been gone for so long then? Why not find something else to do? You'd come work here.
Well, I don't know. It's just something to do.
It's been pretty exciting. We've seen all kinds of things. You
Taking
know,
on little adventures and
Yeah.
stuff.
Calliope looks a little different these days too. She's like grown. She used to have like a really like scrappy little like mullet hair, and now she's like grown her hair. It's like mid back length, and she's got a cool purple streak in the front. And she has like a long jagged scar that like goes from like her forehead across her nose and like down to her like full blown. Which like definitely Mark tried to heal for her, and she was like, no way. This is dope. And so it's like really jagged and cuts across her face.
How fresh is that?
It's,
Probably pretty fresh.
cosmetic. It's cosmetic.
Wow, you guys have been up to some stuff.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
I hate to ask because it's been what, a year or so since you've been back.
Give or take.
Did you marry?
Oh, no. Oh, God, no.
I didn't get an invitation, and I was so upset about it. I'm glad that you didn't marry, because otherwise I would have felt sort of snubbed.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, we've not really had the time for that kind of domestic situation.
Yeah.
Mostly it's a lot of like...
I mean, maybe
fisticuffs.
one day.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Well, anyways.
Oh, no, I mean,
Oh God, they may as well be married. God, the way they bicker and argue between like just over everything.
All right.
it's usually about where we're going to put Mark while we're trying to do the important work.
Yes.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Mog kind of leans into the group. Is like, hey, I have a question, you guys. Okay, don't everyone look at the same time.
Mark looks right away.
I haven't told you where to look yet.
What doesn't matter?
Mark's
I'm
just
gonna look.
looking
He's
around.
looking around. It's like,
That
what?
table over by the window there's that like roguish looking woman. Do you guys know her from somewhere?
Is there a roguish looking
roguish
woman in the
woman?
corner?
Oh.
Yes.
She's like got really fancy leathers, like the sweetest, sexiest knives of daggers I've probably ever seen laying out on the table.
They're not
She's chill,
that
but she's
sexy.
like-
They're Calliope like kind of touches her swords. I've seen sexier blades.
She's
I would
just
say
been
that
sitting there,
anyone
like,
with leathers like that didn't get them off the rack. Those were custom built.
definitely.
What
She
does
looks
she
like
look
she's like
I will show you, but I'll also describe her. She's an older woman, redhead, clearly a rogue. You can tell
She a
she's a
MILF?
weathered, 100%. You can tell she's a weathered adventurer that is not to be trifled with.
Oh,
damn.
damn.
You said leathered, right?
She's a leather bitch.
Wait,
Yeah.
is that actual art or did you AI that?
That's AI.
That is
Wow,
so
that's so
fucking
good.
cool.
Yeah, if you're watching the video stream, I'm trying to pop up video or NPC pictures, and I've been using Midjourney to generate some of our AI or some of our game art. Anyways, so you see this woman sitting at one of the tables, and I mean, she's minding her own business, but she has been there a long time, and Mog would have told you this, and seems to just be patiently waiting for something, as drank probably an unreasonable amount of beer or cocktails or whatever she's been ordering. But doesn't seem to be in a hurry, just sort of like sitting way back in her chair, daggers blatantly showing right on the table. And yeah, just kind of surveying everything. She's probably looked at you by now, but, then looked at other people in the room as well.
Do you mind if I, just a second.
Okay.
Obsidian will
Just-
go up and to Nim at the bar and say, Nim, in Thieves' Cant.
Yeah.
Nim, what is she drinking?
He would gesture back to her that she's actually drinking wine.
One of our finest bottles, please, Nim.
He hands it to you.
And I'll walk up to her table and put it on the thing and say, courtesy of the house.
Oh, a lovely gesture, darling, but you can't put a bottle like that on my table without grabbing a seat. And she kicks the seat and it slides out and offers for Obsidian to sit down.
I'll sit.
What
Wha-
brings you to the tavern? I
Oh, well,
don't recognize you.
I'm one of the owners. I don't come by
You
very
are?
often. Yes. Yeah.
And your name?
Obsidian.
Very nice to meet you. And she sticks out her hand. And when she sticks it out, it's kind of got like all these bracelets and bone charms and stuff on it. And you can see it's very scarred. Like it is a gnarly hand. She sticks it out.
I shake her hand.
Ezra is the name.
Ezra, it's a delight to meet you.
Yes, delight to meet you as well.
I haven't seen you here before. I admit I don't spend much time.
Well, it just so happens I'm new to Waterdeep. Actually, I don't spend much time here either. Looking for a group of people, actually. Was sent here by a friend of mine. And you can see as she says that, she clutches something on her chest. Give me a quick intelligence check. It's an emblem.
14.
14, you would recognize it to be a Harper badge, but not the Harper badge you know. There's something different about it. It's like Harper-ish, let's say.
I recognize that emblem on your necklace.
Oh, do you now? Member of the Harpers, are you?
No.
Oh, you're
no,
not?
No. But I'm aware of them.
Good. Well, yes, well, I'm here on official business, keeping an eye out. If you do ever come across a group, I'm looking for a gentleman named Mog, actually. I don't suppose you know.
I've heard of him, yeah. Fine fellow. Little hairy.
Maybe I don't have much of a description.
Right. And what would you want with Mog?
Well, I was sent here by a contact of mine in the city, another Harper, actually. I had come here on official business, and he had suggested I seek out a man named Mog that works here.
Well, if I see him, I'll certainly let him know.
Well, thank you.
In the meantime, and I'll take the bottle and I'll just refill her glass.
Nice.
Put it down and say, stay as long as you like.
I shall
The
do.
wine's on me tonight.
Well, thank you. And she takes the wine, gives you a cheers, and sits back in her chair and, just twiddles one of her daggers and sips it.
Okay. I'll walk back up to the group and sit down and say,
Well,
she's looking for Mog.
She's looking for me.
Well, you're right here, Mog.
Why? Does she
know,
want to
but-
kill me?
She's,
yeah, probably. Look at her.
you might be interested, especially you, Mog. She's wearing a symbol of the Harpers on her necklace.
Oh, interesting. But if she's a Harper, I would know her.
It looks a little different than the standard sort of.
Is she from here?
Nope, she's
Oh.
she's not.
Did she didn't say why she needs to talk to me?
I didn't even think to ask.
Okay. What do you think I should do?
Well, I really think that's your choice. I didn't indicate that you were here.
Go talk to him.
Yeah,
It'll be
I'll just
exciting.
go see. She's not going to do anything right here.
You want some... Clyde, you
want some backup?
You want some muscle? You want some
I think maybe
backup?
I'll go over, and if I give it a little wink wink or something, then maybe you guys can come.
She did
Yeah.
say she's looking for a group, but I don't know what that means. And I just want to say that, I mean, if she's looking for a group to do an adventure, as I said, like I'm just bored out of my mind. So
You mean like a mercenary thing, not like a sex thing?
yeah, oh yeah. Oh God,
Well-
no. Oh, no, then I'll go back to the palace.
Okay. I'll
Jill's like looking. He's like, well, I mean, yeah, maybe.
Leather, yes.
I mean, if you like it rough, this one
Darling, doesn't
seems
she
like-
remind you of... Do you remember that lady at the, a couple times we remember?
Yeah, so, well, I remember that. The daggers too. Jeez.
I don't remember that. When was that?
You were sleeping.
Yeah, you were walking the dog. I
Yes,
think that night. Yes.
We have a dog? What happened to the cat?
I totally forgot about the cats. Are those just roaming around the tavern?
They never got neutered or spayed, any of them. So there's,
just
probably,
like-
there's like
there's
100
20
cats in this tavern.
That's hilarious.
Little Mog, littler Mog.
The Nimble Right's built like one of those like catwalks that runs all
Yeah, yeah.
around.
It's like,
Okay, Mog's gonna walk over and
Okay. As you do that, a knock actually comes to the door of the tavern, which is odd because it's a tavern. People can just come and go.
Mog will gesture over the group and like point at the door that one of them can go grab that.
Okay. You walk over to her and sit down, or do you sit down or just stand at the table?
I'm gonna stand at the table like more than an arm's length away from
Okay.
her.
I'm all good for wine, thank you. It's topped up
no,
by that gentleman over there.
My friend Obsidian that was just here.
Oh, the fine man that brought, or the fine person that brought me the bottle of wine.
Yeah. Yeah, they mentioned that you were looking to talk to Mog.
Yes, that's right. Do you know Mog?
I'm Mog.
You're Mog.
I'm Mog.
Interesting. Please sit down.
Okay, is there anything that can I like what are you I'm just gonna sit down.
Yes, yeah, please. Everything's fine. I actually was sent here by a friend of yours, I believe. And her eyes like dart around the room as she starts speaking, and then speaks in a little bit more hushed tone and says, "You know Mert, right?
Mert? Yeah, I
he's
haven't
a
like
bigger fellow.
I'm not like close with him, but I know who he is, and I've interacted.
You know he's a hopper,
Yeah.
and your family, I believe, was part of the hoppers.
My dad was previously. I'm like kind of, like
Yes.
supposed to be, but I don't really.
You're sort of an ex-hopper, aren't you?
Yeah, I pick up the odd job here and there from them, but I don't spend too much time there.
That's exactly the person I'm looking for. You see, we're in a bit of trouble, the Hoppers, and she pulls out, unclicks her emblem from her tunic and puts it on the table, and now you're looking at it. You can tell that it's a Harper badge, but it's just different. It's like carved differently. There's something about it, but you can tell it's Harper badge. She's like, I'm with the Hoppers, but of a different class, let's say. Let's call us Shadow Hoppers. Kind of the people that need to... The Hoppers are known for their do-good.
Mm-hmm.
They're do-good. Right? They try to keep face and
That's
all of
the
that.
story.
That is actually part of the Hoppers' purpose, and they've been true to it. But, as you probably know, sometimes in order to get things done, one's hands need to get a little dirty, don't they?
That's kind of what I do. Yeah.
That's where she like holds onto her daggers. Right, me too. Now, my involvement with the Hoppers has been getting my hands dirty for some years. And it would seem that there is a bit of trouble with a, let's call it an ally of Oz. Okay. The complication with the ally is that she has come involved with a group that doesn't particularly like the Hoppers. Her not being a Hopper herself needs some assistance, and we need someone to go in and aid her. The reason they can't be a Hopper is obviously for political reasons. If we send in more Hoppers, that just worsens the issue. But we need someone with awareness of our guilds as well as a rough alignment of what we do.
So are we just talking like a simple hit kind of situation?
Potentially, we haven't been there. Are you aware of the Undermountain, somewhere beneath the city of Waterdeep?
I mean, not distinctly. I've heard people kind of talk about it, rumor, whatever, but I've never been there or...
Well, it is a rather large dungeon, so to be said, created by a mad mage called Hallister. Whether it's true or not, Mr. Blackcloak had many apprentices that he brought down there and slowly went mad over time, trying to create the world's biggest, deepest, dangerous dungeon for his own gain, his own, flex, whatever the case. But people, creatures of all kinds have popped up in different levels of this Undermountain, one of which is called Skullport. It's a bit of a city. You could almost imagine it like a dock town, but
there's a
underground.
City in the dungeon.
Underground. Yes.
This is massive.
It's a big place. Our contact is down there. She goes by the name Kalal, and she actually runs a tavern in Skullport called the Flagon and the Dragon.
Funny name.
Now, she's not exactly a hopper herself. Well, I shouldn't say exactly. She isn't, but a strong supporter of ours. Anytime we send allies down there, she's quick to aid them, give them feed, heal them, shelter, all that sort of thing. Now that she's in this bind with whatever riffraff is down there, she has requested support from us.
Okay.
Obviously, our hands are tied, with the riffraff being... The problem is with the hoppers themselves. When I spoke with Mert, he suggested that I talk with you and some friends of yours. You had done a pretty notable amount of work for the city that nobody else seemed to be capable of. I had meant to speak to Lord Neverember, but I haven't been able to gain an audience with him, so I figured I would come directly here. Is this something you would be capable of?
I mean, like, how big of a job are we talking? How long are we going to be gone? Like, where? Like, how?
Hard to say. I mean, I don't know exactly the location of Skullport. I'm not from here, but...
What sort of, like, compensation levels are we talking about?
Well, my understanding from Mert is that you were compensated quite well during your last involvement with Waterdeep. Not to be said that we don't want to compensate you. The Hoppers are more than happy to help. Perhaps there's something we can do to support your tavern while you're away, or gain connections with something you don't already have. But, I mean, we're open to ideas. I came here assuming that money was probably not the first thing on your list.
It's not the first. No, that's fair. It's just that we need to, make sure things are taken care of. If we're going to be gone for quite a while, then.
Mert has said that him and the rest of the hoppers would be able to support the tavern and anybody that works here in the time that you're gone, if that's of concern.
Okay, so if we did want to take this on, what next? Where do we go?
Well,
do
the
we
next
get there?
step, I think, would be to rendezvous with the rest of your crew from this last adventure that you're on with Mr. Neverember. See if they're of interest, and the next step would be to seek out Kalal and Skullport.
Okay. So you have no idea how we actually get to this Skalal.
Oh, to get to
Or
Undermountain.
to Skullport.
Yes, well, I mean, to get to Undermountain, as everybody I thought in Waterdeep knew, is through the Yawning Portal, the pub that has the gaping hole that people lower
I
down
just
into.
like to
Oh, yes. Of
test.
course, yes.
just a little
Well, I
test.
am not from Waterdeep, a noble test indeed, but I have heard of it. I have not been to the Yawning Portal.
So when I gather my friends, what am I telling them? What's our mission? We're just going to go see this person and then they're going to give us more information. We don't really know what we're getting ourselves into.
Unfortunately not. I would imagine that there is going to be some help for, and she looks you over, Muscle, down in Skullport, dealing with whatever she's dealing with. I would assume, and again she glances around, this has something to do with the Xanathar. They are known to have part of their goons down in that
Great.
dungeon so
Yeah,
that they can do their dealings out of the sight of the city watch, as you understand.
Right.
I would be surprised if he didn't have one of his little eyes involved in Skullport. But I don't know exactly. It could be something entirely different.
They're not my favorite people. We've dealt with them in that last big thing that we helped the city out with before. So
As I understand, it's not a favorite of the Harpers or the Neverembers either.
Okay. Yeah, I'll assemble the team and see what they say. But I think we're probably game to at least check into it a bit.
Very good.
Is there a way I contact you? Do I need to contact you again? Is this just
Well, I do have a
one night?
rather large bottle of wine in front of me, so I don't think I'm going anywhere for the rest of the evening.
Okay. Well, there's a room upstairs for you.
Is that an invite?
If you need somewhere to stay. Not.
I see.
I mean,
you rent.
depends what you're
make
into.
a
I guess.
make a charisma check.
Use the pink. 20?
20. Wow. All right. She's like, and which room number would that be?
1.
Excellent. And she leans way back in her seat, gives you a wink, and starts drinking her wine.
Mog's got that riz. Oh my god.
Meow.
Wait, for real? Did you say that when Mog was going over there was a knock on the door? Did I hear
Yes.
that?
Yeah.
I would have gone and answered the door
Okay. Sounds good. Let me get rid of this image.
if no one else does.
It's funny that you have to go and answer the door because it's a tavern. Like, you can come and go as you
I think
please.
that's why Calliope does it. She's like, what the fuck?
And you swing the door open, and it creaks, and a familiar face pops up, and it's your friend Renair, and he's like, God, you still haven't fixed the squeak on this bloody door. How much money did you make from my father before you bought out this tavern, had all this stupid contraptions involved here, and you can't fix a bloody door?
God, you still haven't fixed that nose on your face. Janked up. Do all
Here,
rich people
here.
look like this? Or
Stop talking, and he hands you a small scroll
Oh.
from Lord Neverember himself, and 2 armed guards step up behind him.
Oh my god.
And
Who's it
says,
for?
It's for you, Calliope.
Oh, me specifically?
Yes,
Oh,
Mr.
that's
Lord
lucky.
Neverember would like an audience with you, and looks at the rest of the group and says, privately.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, you should let your father know that I'm actually a taken woman these days.
Yeah, well,
I know you'd love a
I
new
don't
mummy.
think that's what he's interested in.
All right. Well,
But it sounded rather urgent, so if you could, and he steps out of the way, and there's the horse and cart waiting.
Calliope's gonna subtly tuck it into her jacket
Okay.
and close the door and then return to the group.
Okay.
That was weird. Just some lost idiot. I don't know.
Bangs on the door again.
The door knocks again.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You
Go.
know, Calliope, we all saw Renair.
Yes, exactly. A lost idiot named Renair. When is he ever going to find his way? I go back to the door.
It still squeaks when you open it. Why?
I slam the door in his face. Idiot.
He doesn't knock again this time.
Are you, you're not going to, what did Renair have to say?
I think he just heard that we were in town and wanted to come say hi. I don't know. It's always been a bit desperate for me.
All right.
He's what?
Oh, calm down, darling.
He starts pulling up his
Oh,
sleeves.
yeah,
and,
tough guy.
Here, hold this.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's gonna be
you
one
go-
of these
you go
nights
get
again.
him, Till.
Oh,
You
that's
go get him.
fantastic.
Till walks outside for just a minute, comes back
Idiot.
inside. Comes back inside. He's gone.
Oh, well,
Well,
you scared him off, didn't you?
Just he's lucky.
He
Yeah.
is.
Well, I'll
yes.
have my loot back, please. Thank
Oh,
you.
You gave it to me.
No, I told you to hold it, darling.
Mog walks back up to the group now with a little extra strut in his walk.
Nice.
So maybe we should go talk in the back.
Why is it a secret?
Secret back talk.
Kind of a big deal.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
God. She does want an orgy.
Well, we'll see about that. But
Yeah, well, I'll go to the back.
Isn't that gross, Mark?
That's disgusting.
Have you been dealing with this the entire time?
Yeah, and the bickering that goes along with it. I'm surprised Renair didn't slap him in the face.
so
Till
Mog's
would
just
stay up front. He's just
Okay.
going to help Renair and He assumes he's not supposed to go.
Mog is basically just going to tell everybody what she told him, and kind of sum things up. And
Well, that's
So
exciting. I mean,
that's-
I don't know. We don't
Another
have-
adventure?
sounds like
what,
a pretty
what
big
else do we
one.
have going on? We got nothing going on. Might as well. I mean,
Doesn't
besides
sound
that
like
or-
a lot of money though, but it could be.
I still have
a
all
lot
my
of-
money from the last one.
Yeah, money's not really the problem, is it? I mean, we're actually pretty filthy rich. Run a successful tavern, have savings. Does sound a bit
Yeah.
intriguing. And I mean, I don't know about the rest of you, but I have a bit of a vested interest in getting one over on the Xanathar Guild. Because they killed Rojo, a friend who we love. They murdered him in cold blood. And we
Yeah, I
never really got
remember.
him
You don't
involved
have to
in revenge.
relive it for
Yes,
me. You
yeah.
got it's enough trauma just to listen to it.
Just saying,
Right? You got lived it.
So yeah, there is that. That's a good point. I kind of forgot about that when I was talking with her, but yeah.
I think about it
Would be.
every day.
But no money is what I'm hearing. Who's going to feed the cats? It's expensive.
Nim feeds the cats, darling.
Being,
I know, but it's just like we do have to pay money in order for that to happen.
she assured me that being that we're doing this job for the Harpers, that they'll basically keep things running on our end.
Yeah, but what about the cats?
They'll fund the tavern if it needs funding. It'll be taken care of.
Is
All
the
right.
tavern pretty successful? Like,
Yeah,
is it,
I mean-
like it's kind of takes care of itself.
100%.
right?
Yeah, I mean, it's no yawning portal. I mean, that's like the de facto pub of Waterdeep, but it's definitely a successful pub.
Yeah.
We're number 2.
Yeah.
We're like a niche, Like there's
I think a lot of people in the town have got to know you as the people that overthrew Silverhand too, and a lot of people come there and gossip and want to like see Mog or see Obsidian, or if you
we
guys
have the
are there.
ghost.
And the ghost, right? You
Yeah.
know, and like the nimble right that makes it. So there's like a lot of like really interesting things.
It's quirky.
It's quirky that
Yeah.
bring people back to it. So for sure.
cool. I mean, I don't know, darling. What do you think? We've been on the road for a pretty long time. I wouldn't mind proper adventure. I'm kind of tired of killing rats and brigands.
Yeah, no, I'm up for whatever.
Cats will be taken care of. That's not an
Yeah,
issue.
okay, that's fair.
Yes.
Great. I'm just gonna go pack some clothes.
Do we need to go right now?
Oh. Pack light.
I mean,
Yeah.
we could probably leave in the morning. I don't know if we need to.
Well, it's
I
hard.
actually I have an errand to run, or an errand or two before we leave. So maybe a day
Okay.
or two would be good.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll be here. I'll go chat with the lady and tell her that we'll be ready to go in a couple days or less. Yeah,
Yeah, cheers.
this will be fun.
Yeah, it's like old times.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, hopefully we still, have the spark. It's been a while since we took, down like a baddie.
Yeah. I mean, I think it'll be a delight.
I think so.
Well, it's a dungeon. We're going to be living in a dungeon for an unnamed amount of time. So I don't know. Delightful.
That's actually where Hellrock and I have been practicing the most with my bow.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, in the
interesting.
sewers underneath the palace.
That doesn't sound like
You've
you,
been
darling.
hanging out in the sewers?
Yes.
You are different now, Obsidian.
Thank you for noticing.
I thought I could smell
Yes.
some fish.
Neil's real-time reaction to that was so perfect. Neil was Obsidian in that moment.
So you go back and tell
Chat with Ezra.
Yep.
Yep. Help her
yep.
finish off that bottle of wine.
Nice. Yeah, you guys chat it up. Do you want to ask her anything specific, or we'll just say like you just?
No, it's just small talk. now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys just small talk and flirt with her the best you can. She gets pretty drunk. I would assume you do too. But she does mention like, okay, sounds great. I'll she'll let Mert know tomorrow that you guys have agreed to take on the adventure and that the Harpers will be stepping in to the tavern while you're away. Probably ask us a little bit about like Nim and his involvement and that sort of, or its involvement. It's
Yeah.
a construct.
I think the only thing he would ask her is if she's adverse to hairballs.
Disgusting.
I've never had the
She has
opportunity
an
to try
allergy to
one.
cat hair.
Did you guys know that cats have barbed penises?
I did not know that.
Yeah, we learned that last season.
Oh, right.
Fun.
Yeah.
Ezra's like, interesting.
You ain't getting away.
Yeah, okay. So you guys settle up for the night. Is Calliope running out now on your errand, or
Yeah,
tomorrow?
I guess I'll read the note at some point. Is it just? It's like a request for.
Yeah, it's like an official document saying like the requested audience of Calliope, signed Lord Neverember.
Yeah, I'll go in the morning.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, everybody settles up for the night, shut down the pub. You guys all see Ezra head upstairs with a very drunk Mog.
He's like, Jesus, has he been like this since we've been gone? He never really used to have it in game. Like I didn't know that he did that.
I gotta be honest. I mostly let him run the pub, and I keep my business out of it.
You know, I know he's a cat, but I mean, maybe he's a bit of a dog. No.
Nim,
Gross.
like you see Nim grab like I don't know, something like what am I thinking of? Like an apron or something to hang on the doorknob, and like goes upstairs sort of like, oh, I gotta do this again, and like hangs the thing on the doorknob to like mark.
Jesus.
Puts a little notch in it.
Yeah. There's a scoreboard behind the bar. Damn. Respect on Mog's name. He's not Mummy's little boy anymore.
So Mark would go out into the back alley where the urchins play dice.
Nice. Okay.
He got double sets of dice where from Rojo.
Oh, sweet.
When he
Okay.
passed away, so he grabbed Rojo's bone dice, and Mark already had a pair of, and he is going to cheat the urchins, but cheat them in the wrong way. So he gives them a little bit of money.
Oh,
right?
nice.
And so so it's kind of his way of them, and it keeps them so that they're not. He says like, you guys keep an eye on the patronage and make sure that they don't get robbed.
Nice.
Right. So he's got a crew out there that he plays dice with, and
I love
lets
it.
lets them win. And
Nice.
Obsidian has kept a bedroom in the tavern upstairs.
Okay.
And they are just going to go up and choose all of the clothes that they're going to bring on the adventure. And then also craft a resignation notice for their position at the palace.
Oh, nice. So you're gonna hand that in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Awesome. One thing we should also note is that you guys probably would have been there by now. Is the Rojo House of
the row home.
the row home of troubled children.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the orphanage had been officially open probably maybe like 6 months to a year later. So now it's been open for like 4 years. And if you had gone to visit it, you would note that it's where Rojo's old apartment was, but they essentially bought out that whole building, demoed it, and now it's like almost this. I'll call it military playground, but in a friendly way. Where like there's like
military playground.
well, there's like tall ladders that kids have to climb all the time, and then there's like
Yeah.
a pool at the bottom. They have to make like long jumps into
Oh,
it.
it's like
and-
it's
like all the training that Mark-
Yeah, that's
All the stuff that Mark used to talk about.
it's like the Rojo training
You guys
regimen.
remember from the 90s the movie Hook? Like
Oh,
the,
like
the,
the peanut-
live,
yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
the Lost Boys, and they have like that huge, like they're like
Yes.
swinging on ropes and stuff.
Totally, yeah.
It's like that.
But it's like there's like a person there with like a clipboard, like marking the children, be like, nope, you need to go up and jump that again.
Did they call did the kids or the orphans at the orphanage? Do they call them the row homies?
Yes, 100%. And when you walk in, it's just like these big welcoming hands, but they're like they're abnormally huge. It's like welcome, but like it takes up most of the
It's, like,
doorway.
sculpted around
Yeah,
the doorway.
You have to
All
like,
of
you have to
the
like
furniture
scooch.
is shaped like hands.
Oh my God,
the
that is actually super
the beds are
creepy.
actually hands.
the slogan is "You're in good hands."
Every morning they have to sing the Rojo song, like the anthem.
Row home, row home.
It's kind of a cult. Just like Rojo would have wanted. Yeah, I think Calliope, like goes. I think I'm assuming I still have like a room in the tavern. That's
Oh, yeah.
kinda like
Yeah,
well, I'm sure we all do. And yeah, I'll like once we're upstairs, Calliope will like fill Till in on the
Nice.
situation and kind of just like let him know. And I think like their partnership's pretty like even. So I think Calliope would like let Till know that like she's going, but like he doesn't have to go. Like he can think about it and decide if he wants to join or not.
Yeah, he'd be like, "Are you kidding me? I'm getting kind of tired of killing rats, aren't you?"
I know, I'm sick of
Right.
it. You know what's crazy is rat blood like really sinks into your clothes, like really like stains, and it stinks.
Is Mark coming?
Oh yeah, Mark's gonna come, of course.
Ah, shit. Okay.
I know he's kind of a pain darling, but he's like,
Well, he's been with us for 5 years, but
he's,
yeah.
he's growing up. Were you great when you were 22?
Yes.
Because I actually specifically remember meeting you when you were 22 and you.
Okay, well, shut up. I'm going to bed.
All right, good night. Love you.
Yes, whatever.
Back to back.
Back to back, 100%. He puts the lute in between the two of you.
Really hot and cold relationship.
I just want to refer you two to marriage counseling.
Yeah, everybody rests up for the night, gets a good sleep, and then it'll be the next morning. Nice, crisp winter morning, maybe a bit of flurries, but sunny out otherwise.
Calliope gets out of bed before Till wakes up and goes to see Neverember. She creeps out before anyone's awake.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you head to the palace and present the guards with the document that you have, and they escort you right up to Neverember's study. And you would actually find him there kind of just perusing through a bunch of his books in his library that surround his rather large hearth, which would be roaring right now, obviously, because it's freezing cold in there. And he's just sort of like thumbing through, interesting, yes.
Calliope's going to jump into the room and go, boom!
Calliope, it's good to see you.
The reflexes.
I see you received my request.
Yeah.
Good.
What's with it?
He closes the book, and you can see one of the books he has with him is about strange creatures of Waterdeep and surrounding areas, and slides it back.
Is it written by Volo?
100%, definitely. Yeah, it's got that V on it.
Nice.
Yeah. And says, "How are you? Please have a seat." And he sits in a kind of nice leather armchair next to you.
Like, sit down. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm pretty no offense, I'm kind of weirded out that you invited me alone here because, we don't really hang out.
Starts unbuttoning his nose.
It's kind of like a bit of an unusual request.
I understand that it's odd, but I did feel it necessary to reach out to you specifically. Sorry I haven't done it sooner, but I did catch word that you and your friends may be getting involved in the Undermountain.
Oh my god, word travels fast around here, eh?
Well, I do know the Hoppers. They are major involvement in the city.
Yeah, we've we met up with some sort of envoy of theirs, and seems like we are likely to take the job. Is that a conflict for you?
It's not a conflict for me. No, it's a concern I have for you.
Us?
You specifically. Tell me, over the last few years, have you noticed anything different? Your thoughts, the way you think, your memories. Has anything changed?
Have I?
Yeah, you would notice that there's like these little blips where something seems to have inserted into what you remember of the memory, but you can't describe it. But you know it's different. You're like, but that's not how I remember it.
It's like a subtle editing of what I already know.
Exactly.
Calliope pauses for a long time. She goes, "No, I don't think so. Seems pretty normal for me."
Well,
why?
The Stone of Galore.
Calliope immediately kind of touches the pocket where she keeps it hidden.
Yeah.
and then pulls her hand back and her like, "What about it? We disposed of that thing years ago."
I'm sure you haven't, because I'm the one that created the Stone of Galore. I know what its requirements were to be used, and I'm here to say I'm sorry that you were the one that had to use it. I had designed it in such a way that I expected myself to have to use it. You understand?
Yes.
The creature that is now living inside of your head is a bit of a problem.
I mean, in what capacity?
Well, I'm not sure if you're aware of what kind of creature it is, but it's called
an aboleth.
Aboleth.
Yes.
Yes. Well, an aboleth, this one specifically, is after knowledge. Mm-hmm. Knowledge that can't be easily obtained and will drive its host to find the knowledge it needs, in which case it will happily leave said host, being you, and continue on with its life. Until then, I'm sorry to say that you're stuck with And as it gets closer to the knowledge it needs, it may become a little more aggressive in how it controls you.
I see. I haven't really had any serious issues so far. When I initially attuned to the stone, I heard it quite often. Do I hear it at all? Does it ever talk to me anymore?
I would say periodically you maybe hear it or you get like little subtleties, but nothing in particular. And Neverember would actually interrupt and say, the reason for that is the knowledge it's seeking has not been on the sightseeing you've been on. I bring this warning now because you are about to delve into the Undermountain, the very dungeon of Hallister Blackcloak, one of the most dangerous, powerful, and knowledgeable mages ever known.
Will it influence my behavior?
I don't think so, but it will hound you to the point that it may drive you a bit mad. I wonder if that's part of why Hallister himself apparently had gone mad. Just something to be aware of as you find yourself down there. It may make requests that you're not willing to make. Fulfill, I mean.
Is it dangerous to my companions?
I shouldn't think so, but that is not something I had concerned myself with. I was more interested in ensuring that Silverhand never got the dragons into her hands, and then once I had willingly took on this aboleth in order to unlock the door and free the city and right the wrongs, that I would willingly seek out the knowledge it requested in exchange for its service.
I see.
Again, I had not expected someone, especially someone like yourself, to have to take on such a burden. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it now.
Well, that sucks, to be honest.
It does.
Not really a fan of it, but I kind of figured that, I don't know, wouldn't just be dormant forever, so it's better to know. I'm still gonna go on the adventure.
I'm glad to hear it, and I feel like the sooner you learn whatever it's after, the sooner you can be free of it. It doesn't want you to die if that's of any benefit to you, any...
I'd rather not die.
Right, and
at
it
least
doesn't...
not in a stupid way, like with like a parasite or anything, you know.
It certainly doesn't want to. It can't learn without you, so it may provide some benefit in keeping you alive, providing knowledge you didn't maybe already have. Aboleths know a lot. They have perfect memory. They don't forget.
So it could be useful,
It could potentially be useful,
but
but
dangerous.
dangerous.
It's evil, I assume.
It is absolutely.
Well, thank you for bringing this information to me. Can I request, is it possible we can just kind of keep this between the two of us for now?
I was about to ask the same thing. I'm glad we're
I
on the
value
same...
discretion.
As do I.
All right, well, I appreciate it. Thank you for the information, and
Good luck, Kalai. Down there and with the group of your friends. I hope to see you again soon.
thank you, my lord. And Calliope will just kind of take her leave and
Cool.
meander back to the tavern.
Yeah, the guards stand up or step in, escort you out, and you head back.
Cool.
Cool. Obsidian, they were going to go to the palace and hand in resignation. Did you want to do any of that, or you're just doing
Done.
it? Done. Okay.
It's done.
Cool.
With glee.
Excellent. I figured Neverember would probably be like, Obsidian, I was expecting this. Right. Okay. So you guys are free to do whatever you want. You rendezvous back at the tavern. Calliope sneaks back in. Till is now awake. Yeah. What are you going to do?
Well, Mark is going to go grab his boots that have been warming by the fire, and he's going to put his boots back on.
Excellent.
Mark, those boots are weathering quite nice.
They're leather, and they wore right in. Like,
Yes, I enjoyed shopping with them for you. I can't believe I've never... I mean, the price you paid, but
I know, 5 large.
worth it, though.
Uh-huh. They're gold and silver.
They're spectacular.
I know, they're fantastic.
So, shall we? If everyone's ready?
Oh, right now?
Yes, I've got
don't have
nothing else to
anything to
do. Obsidian's wearing a fur collared coat now because of the weather.
Nice.
Yeah.
What kind of fur? Please don't say cat.
Hundreds.
Relativille.
No, hundreds of squirrels were sacrificed.
Oh, that famously soft and luxurious squirrel fur.
Smells like hazelnuts.
Yeah, I mean, no time like the present. I don't see why not.
Cool. Yeah, you guys pack up your gear then, head out of the tavern. A group of harpers, probably ones you hadn't met before, maybe met you at the tavern, and Mog and the rest of you sort of showed them around the cats and everything, so you know that the tavern is going to be well taken care of. Nim chats with the group of you, make sure this is all okay, and it agrees to continue working as it has been. And then you guys head off over towards the Yawning Portal. You head out of your tavern, and between the crisp winter air and the crunch beneath your feet, it doesn't take long before you get to the rather busy tavern. I mean, it's cold out. There's not a whole lot to do. If you're not working, you're probably at the tavern drinking. Mm-hmm. So, you bust open the door, and it's a jolly old tavern with a big gaping hole in the center of it, as everybody would know. We are at an hour right now, so maybe we'll take a quick pause here and pick up the adventure in just a minute. Oh, yeah. Thanks for joining everybody with us so far. We will be right back after our little break. Mm-hmm. Hey everybody, we're back from our break. Thanks for hanging out for the millisecond that we were gone to you. I guess, Tash, should I wiggle my mouse? Because this was recording on my screen the whole time. How are you going to line up the...
I don't know.
Tash, if you're listening to this in the video edit, I'm making a mouse circle around the lantern right now. Sync with the lantern. I bet you he uses that.
Maybe.
Anyways, you guys walk across Waterdeep over to your old haunt. I didn't mean to call it a haunt. That was funny.
Ye old haunt. I think
older
you mean.
haunt. Your older
Ye
haunt.
oldest haunt.
Yes, the Yawning Portal. Kick open the door. Maybe Till does. And
breaks his toe.
It's like, oh, shit. Hinges are perfectly oiled, though, so it doesn't creak, and it flies open. It's busy in there. Good old Yawning Portal. People cheering and crashing about and whatnot. And as then you walk in, you hear a familiar voice. Well, I'll be damned. Fancy meeting the group of you around here ever since you got your own place. I'm a little too busy to come visit old Durnan at the Yawning Portal, huh?
Oh, darling, don't be like that.
I know. It's a good business to be in. I'm just a little sour because I never get to see the group of you. I'm always behind this damn counter.
Yes, well,
what
Get
do
yourself a nimble right.
Nimble what? What'd you say to me?
You should get yourself a nimble right. Don't worry about it. We just came here to steal some of your customers, and that won't be out.
Yeah, can you hand out these flyers when you have some time?
No, I'm not handing out the damn flyers. Why are you idiots actually here?
To go down there, I guess.
Yeah, let us
He was taking a sip of his beer, and he puts it down before he even gets to finish drinking it. Then he's like, "You're gonna do what?"
We're gonna crawl into your hole, darling.
We gotta go to...
That's a dark place that you don't want to go down into.
The big under mountain dungeon.
I know
city,
what it is. It's in my tavern. Are you sure about that?
It's called Skulker.
You're going to try to get to Skullport.
Skullport, yes.
You know how many people that go down there? First of all, I hope you brought some gold, because to use my little lift there is going to cost you one.
How much, Durnan?
One gold.
Oh, here you go.
Geez. Do you have change for 1,000?
Obsidian will put the gold on there.
Nice. He grabs it. You're serious. You're actually going to go down there.
Yes.
Yep.
You know
Just
how
for a
many
little
people?
tour.
You know how many drunk adventurers go down there and never come back up?
Well, we're not drunk adventurers. We're drunk experts.
Right. Yeah,
We saved the city at
Silverhand. I know everybody knows. God, I hear
We'll be
it all
fine.
the time.
Obsidian's got a bow now.
Oh,
Yes.
fantastic.
Do you like
Good.
it?
It is actually a very nice bow.
Yes. Hellrock has been teaching me how to use it.
Hell Rock.
Yeah, why don't you rip one off like you did at the...
Oh yeah, would you like to see?
Well, no.
I could just-
We don't allow weapons in the pub.
Oh.
I'll have to ask you to leave if you do that. But that's cool that you've been with Hell Rock. Hell Rock and I are old buddies. We used to do sword fighting together.
Oh yeah, he's told me about you.
I
Oh,
bet.
good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, on and off the field, right? Old military boys, you know how we get down.
I'm putting that in my notes.
Lonely, I guess.
Hell.
Sword fighting.
I mean,
Wow.
I mean, once you've cleaned out the. Anyways,
This episode is
hey,
brought to you
look
by
at my-
Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, look at my boots, Durnan.
Well, those are pretty boots. How much those cost you? Look like
They're expensive. They were 5 large.
5 large.
5 large.
You got ripped off, my friend. I don't care how nice those boots are. They shouldn't cost you 5 large.
Gold and silver.
But ask them how comfortable they are.
Are they comfy?
You know what? They pinch in one spot.
Wow.
You hear Till in the background, idiot.
He never shuts up about it. Oh, Calliope, my boots are sore. Oh, can we stop for the night?
Till,
Oh,
can you rub my feet again?
I've got blisters. They're hurting me terribly.
Right, well, I mean, if the group of you want to head on down there, it's up to you. You want a free round of quippers and chips and some ales before your inevitable death is upon you?
Can we take it to go?
Yeah, sure, why not? He just grabs a crate and throws a bunch of shit in it and hands it to you.
Hell yeah.
What were you going to
Just
say?
milk, please.
Milk.
Yeah.
Takes one of his old tankers off the shelf and pours some milk in it, kind of wedges it in. That's probably not going to make it down there, but whatever.
Cats, they like milk.
Right. That was a weird thing to do. He doesn't break eye contact with you. He's a little afraid, reaches overhead and grabs a bell and just ding, 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 ding. And the whole pub just erupts. And he's like, we got a group of adventurers that think it can make it down in Undermountain. What do the group of you think? Everybody hears either yeah or boo. And it's he's walking
Who's
around.
that booing?
He's walking around with a little pot, and people are throwing in gold. He's like, for 2, the little guy with the boots, okay, and the cat 4, all right. And then he's taking bets and going around, and then he eventually this thing's pretty heavy, full of gold, and he goes and hangs it on a hook, and then just marks down the group of yours names. What are you guys gonna call yourselves? I'm not writing down everybody's names. Oh, come on, you're going to go down into Undermountain. You don't have a name for yourselves.
The ghosts.
The ghost.
Ye old haunt.
The old hunt. All right, the ghost.
Roho's ghost.
Roho's ghosts. That's a good one. Writes down Roho ghosts. All right, well, I got your golds. Everybody's placed their bets. And you can hear people all clattering and chattering and stuff. Hopefully we'll see you again. If not, you have anybody that's going to take over your pub?
Get your greedy paws
Okay,
back
all right.
into your pockets.
I figure I would ask.
Goodness.
Are they betting on us dying?
Oh, yes. Yes.
That's morbid.
Are we just going down the
I
hole
mean, it's
right
a practical bet. Most of the time, they're right.
How will you know that if we've died or not?
Yeah.
Maybe
What if we're
we've
down
just-
there for a year?
Yeah, maybe we just like it down there. There's a whole city down there, apparently.
Maybe we'll open another
Well,
pub.
we'll give you
Yeah.
a 10-day.
End day.
Yeah. We don't see you in a 10-day. We'll assume you're dead. You got to come up for supplies at some point anyway.
There.
Do we know where we're going?
I don't know. Someone said Skullport.
Yeah, where's that?
It's down there.
You got a map?
And then what?
No, I don't have a map. I've been down there once. I ain't going back.
What can we expect?
You can expect, and he takes out this huge longsword that you've seen before. Beautiful. You're gonna need one of these. That's what you should expect. No, you can't have this one.
How much?
I let Calliope pulls out her two she's got two very slim swords she's a dex fighter and she's like I'm good.
All right. Good.
Mog casts his cantrip called Sword Burst.
Nice.
Not as an attack, but just
Yeah,
to
yeah.
show him, which is like a...
All right. A little more skilled than the rest of the drunken idiots that usually head down there. I got some hope. And he takes some gold out of his pocket and puts it in the yay can instead of the nay can.
What do we get if we live?
Well, you get the nay can.
Oh.
Oh, I
That's
like that.
interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Have at her. Pulley's over there. You hop on in, and I can do you one at a time. And he goes in, walks over to the edge of the pub, and it's like this pulley system that goes up and then hangs down over the pit. And there's just enough for like one person to essentially like put a foothold on and hold on to the rope, and he'll crank you down.
Obsidian's very eager to go, and they're going to jump immediately to go first.
All right, nice. Yeah, you hop on, and he cranks you down, and you go down a while, like a good 100 feet or so, and land into this kind of just empty circular room in a bit of sand. Well, everybody else, I'm assuming, just kind of, we don't need to drag that on. Everybody jumps in. He cranks you all down. You just kind of hear everybody like, good luck. Don't die. I have 20 gold on you. Let me just bring up the map of the location that you are currently in.
Our first dungeon map.
Yeah, first dungeon
so
map.
cool.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hopefully I don't fuck this up. I need to jump to it too, and then I can reveal where you guys are at.
I've never played a dungeon in Dungeons and Dragons.
Actually?
Actually,
Like a full dungeon?
right? Have you?
We've done
No,
mini dungeons.
We've done
before.
like little dungeon sections.
Like little
we did a
like
one
mild-
shot.
Did
We did a one shot with.
There you go.
That's not a circular room.
Shut up. So that's a room. That's a room that you're currently in, and I need to change this dungeon music because this is not fitting at
This
all.
is Till.
That's it.
Yeah, Till's like
And
just
his
down.
tiny finger.
Shut up.
What do you think this is, a spa?
Oh, sorry, I was
Play
just trying to-
something else.
We need something
Get tired of
jaunty,
that song.
darling.
Adventure
Adventuring music.
All right, I'll put on something a little more. No, that's too dark.
He pulls out a French horn. I'm like, okay, Till.
All right, settle down, Till.
Let me just grab my tuba.
Till's got a wagon of instruments.
You guys land into a rather small room. The squares mechanically on the screen are about 10 feet across, so it's not 5 foot, it's 10 foot. The group of you are in there, and the room down here is odd. Like this section that you're in, it's really dusty sand, probably sinks in maybe an inch or two when you land on it. You can see debris all around you, but in this room is just this collection of shields, like wood shields, bronze shields, like all tattered, broken, dented, blood stains on them. And it's just like damp and cold down here, and all you can just hear is like this wind kind of slowly moving through the dungeon, just like. What did the group of you do?
Creepy.
So Mark has dark vision up to 120 feet.
Nice, damn. All right,
Right.
Yeah, nice. Good to have a deep gnome with us.
Yeah,
for this
right?
adventure.
seriously.
So can I don't know? Can I look around and sort of see what I see?
Yeah, for sure.
120 feet.
120 feet. You can see, I just need to get back to my actual map here. Mark just sort of like peruses around, I'll say, and you can see that there is a southern exit area to the room that you're currently in. And it seems to head down and then head west.
Okay. Well, it looks like we got to go this way, you guys.
Well, it's either that way or back up. So
Yes. No,
Well, I don't go back
forward.
up. We just got down here.
March on.
right.
Like, people
Oh,
follow
I wonder if
us.
we go collect the money if we came back.
Cheat
We
the
made
system.
it.
Here we are.
Ta-da. Yeah, we can just hang out in this little cabin right here for like 10 days.
I'm
And
just gonna guess that, like, I bet you a lot of people die fairly quickly. Like, they come down here, and there's probably some sort of an initial test. Like, I'm gonna guess like a trap or something. So, you know, lots of people die, and I bet you lots of people die rather quickly. So keep your eyes open, Mark, and carry on.
Well, I'll just let you know where we're going. I can see really far in the dark.
As you guys are having this discussion, everybody give me perception checks.
Oh boy, here we go. 16.
5. Calliope's bickering
7.
with Till.
18.
18. Yeah, you guys are down. Oh, I didn't roll for Till. Ooh, actually, let me check his stats. Where do I have Till? I'm here. Oh, just shy.
Oh, I do have
Yeah, I mean, you guys hear hooting and hollering of the pub upstairs. You still actually don't hear anything of note. You're trying to like listen. Obsidian's talking about, is there a trap or is there anything going on? But you're just like, all you hear is like, boo, yay, don't lose my gold. You know, there are people like shouting down. It's just like echoing into this chamber.
And Mark rolled an 18,
Yep.
and I don't hear nothing.
You don't, well, you hear them. You hear the
All
pub.
right. Okay. All right. So do we? If there are traps, then do you think we should check for them?
I mean, probably not a bad idea.
Who's our Do we have a light or?
I could do that.
Yeah, let's try it. Give it a go.
Obsidian will move into the hallway and start studiously trying to practice the skills that they've been practicing.
Sure, sounds good. So you're doing like an investigation check or survival check?
Yeah.
Cool. 8 by the looks of it. Perfect. Yeah, you're searching around. You do note that as you continue down that corridor, another one heads further west, and it just kind of like continues. Hard to make out what's over there, but you haven't found any traps. So something of note that you do see, probably because of all the sand that's in here, is there is recent sets of footprints that you would imagine aren't that old, considering the sand that's beneath your feet.
Are they booted footprints or are they like paws?
They look booted.
Okay. Obsidian is going to just whistle for his friends.
Okay.
And is going to continue, but is it a dirt floor?
It is, yes. Yeah.
Reach down and pick up some like loose pebbles or something.
Okay.
And as I'm walking, I'm going to be throwing the pebbles ahead of me.
Nice, smart. I like it. I'm guessing the group of you all follow.
Yeah.
I'm just going to move tokens one at a time, so it's a little easier for me. But as Obsidian moves forward, he comes up onto a room here. Let me move the map. And in the center there, you actually see it's not. That's actually just a marker. It's not a creature.
Yes.
Let me just move you guys here. Oops. Without accidentally revealing parts of the map. You guys head into this room, and it's quite long, with at the very western end a stairwell heading down that you can't quite see to where it goes to. But around you is what do they call those? There's essentially like these demon statues, but they're carved into the wall. What are those called? Bas reliefs. And there's a group of them on each wall. One set in front of you, like 6 of them. And then on the southern wall, same thing, another. And as you inspect them, they're all like these different demons and doing something that, whatever they're known for, right? Whether it's like a water demon or an earth demon or something like that, or a spiritual demon. But in the center of the room, as you're walking through here, you notice the remains, a skeleton of a kenku, actually, one of those bird folk. And you've met them before.
Oh, yeah.
I have.
This is our arch nemesis.
And as you're looking at it, you realize that it seems to be pointing south, like it's positioned itself in such a way that its like arm is outreached, pointing downward towards one of the demon statues.
Towards one of them specifically?
It would seem, yeah.
Sweet. I'll carefully approach that statue to check it out.
Cool. How are you doing that? You just like holding a torch up to it or touching it?
Yeah,
or?
I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to look at it, like study it, see if there's anything unique about it.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
Jesus. Actually, I have good investigation. 13?
Yeah, nice. You inspect it a bit and you realize that it looks like this one's protruding a bit and something may be accessible behind it.
Looks like there might be, I don't know, a door or something behind here. A little bit out from the wall. Bit
Or a
nervous
trigger.
to touch it. Yeah.
Mm.
Can I check it for traps?
Yeah, give me a let's call it a survival check.
Do you want to do it
I
obsidian?
mean, I could. I didn't want to make an assumption.
If you're helping each other, you can roll with advantage.
I'm assuming your survival is better than mine. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm better at checking for traps.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I still get, even with my modifier, that's a 13.
Nice. Okay. Obsidian says to you, like, looks safe, looks great. It's just like looks like something's behind there. We should be good.
All right, everyone, back up a little bit. I'm gonna try and pull it out.
Okay. You touch it and actually sinks further into the wall and then drops away.
Oh.
And reveals what looks to be sort of like another room that you could step into, but then it just sort of like is carved like roughly carved down earth that goes deeper down. Let me just take your token over there.
It's like a tunnel going down.
Yes.
Mark would follow right between her legs, and then just like see if we can look down.
Okay. Sounds good.
He's got 120 feet worth of vision, so
Yeah, I mean that's it'd be harder to see just because of the curve.
there's the
but
curves
like
of the cavern. Yeah.
But yeah, I could maybe move your token maybe a little further forward. You can see it continues further down. I'm
You're
guessing
talking down as in like we're going downhill.
downhill. Yes. Yeah.
Descending.
Descending. Not in like a sharp, drop, but it's certainly heading downhill.
You think we should go this way or carry on up the stairs?
Don't know. I mean,
It's probably a shortcut.
I mean,
a little bit tempting, isn't it? With
Yeah,
that
I mean-
skeleton pointing this way.
I
but
feel like, how many people have gone down here? And several of them have found this before. So whatever is going to be in here is going to already have been routed, right?
I don't know.
So you don't want to go.
No, we should go. I'm saying it's probably fine.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I think we should go.
Like, how does this work? Like, people come down here, they bet money up there. Like the first area must be rather cleared out, right? I mean, how many adventurers have come down here?
You would think.
I mean, many. It's kind of like the yawning portal's whole
Yeah.
thing.
So, like, the first little bit should be reasonably okay. I mean, there'll be a test, I'm sure, but
Yeah.
like, as far as all like goblins and orcs and whatnot, it should be fine.
We can handle it. It'll be fine.
Might see a couple of dead bodies.
Oh, that's pretty par for the course.
Yeah,
Carry on.
Let's carry on.
Cool. I'm guessing Mark's leading the way then.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. As Mark gets further down there, it looks to open up into this sort of rough-looking room. But one thing that you would note as the group of you head down deeper into this tunnel is you start getting like the very distinct smell of, let's call it sewer water. It's not like definitely sewer water, but it's like dank and just like moldy and sort of like brackish and disgusting smelling, just like and before you can tell me if you fully step into the room, but as you step into this side that you are on, you realize that half this room is sort of like off kilter. It's leaning, the west side's leaning further down than the side that you're on the east, and that side seems to be filled with this brackish, disgusting water. And in the farthest end to the north is this statue of a very strange looking creature that I'm not sure anybody had seen before. And it looks like this.
Ooh.
It's just sort of like this odd fish looking creature with a spear in its hand. But its head is spinned backwards. Like it looks like it's been broken or something and turned totally backwards. And it's emitting like this purple glow.
You.
Gross. Isn't that weird?
I've
What's
heard of a
with
creature
that?
like this before.
Have you?
Yeah. I'm just drawing a blank on its name, like a...
You can give me a history check if you want.
I'm like really rolling poorly. 12.
12, yeah. You would know it's a Shahugan.
Right. That's what it was.
Shahogan.
Yeah.
Well, what is a Shahogan?
They're really aggressive underwater kind of creatures, if I remember right.
Well, luckily this one's just a statue. I'm sure it won't come alive or anything like that.
I just want to point out the water, though, like, right? Like, this could be, like, their place.
Oh, yeah, probably. Well, what do we want to do?
I don't know. Do you think we need to be quiet?
I'm just going to quickly move Mark in. I'll move you back out, but I just wanted to give you a better view of the room. So it's,
Oh, that's way too close. I don't want to
know.
be in the brackish water.
I know, I'm just using your token to show you the room.
Right. So we
Yeah,
can
yeah.
see that to the north it kind of ends.
Yeah. And that the southern area ends too. Let me just...
But it looks like it goes further.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to show you. There we go.
Oh, it's just a closed room.
Well,
Oh.
Well,
I'm just going to throw a pebble into the water.
Okay. Yeah, nothing happens. It just sinks.
The head's turned backwards on that thing?
And there's a
It
purple
is, yeah.
glow.
And so
So-
Mark is just kind of like, can he have a good look at the statue just to sort of see, other than just the purple glow and the...
Do you go up to the statue?
Yeah, I might go closer to it.
Okay. You're going to have to wade through that water to get closer to it.
Oh.
How
Your
tall
boots
is this?
waterproof?
My boots, no, he won't go. He'll go right to the edge of the water.
Okay. Yeah, from there you can give me an investigation check with disadvantage.
How tall is the statue?
Life size.
Mog is wondering if the head almost looks like a switch. Like, does it look like it's supposed to rotate, or does it look like it's broken?
You could, unless you're right up to it, you can roll investigation with disadvantage too.
Is it in water? It's in the water.
It's in the water.
But it's sticking out of the water.
It's like half submerged, probably up to its
Mog's
belly
gonna
button.
try and
okay.
jump over to it and like land on it, so he doesn't have to go through the water.
Sure. So you're gonna like step back to that far wall and give a bit of a run before you're.
Because how far? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's a decent jump. Those are
Can
10
I give
feet
Mog
each.
a boost to give him like a advantage?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Mog, you make a run for it. Calliope goes on her hands and knees right before the water for you to get a foothold and launches you. Give me an acrobatics check.
15.
Yeah, that's good. I needed exactly a 15. You land on it, kind of like, I feel like the statue probably shifts just a little bit. It's like, but you are now on it. Now that you're looking at the statue head, looks like it is meant to come off, or it can come off, but it doesn't necessarily look like a switch or anything as you're investigating it.
What do you think, guys? Should I just go ahead and pop this head off? Looks like pretty wobbly. Like,
You might as well. There's
Oh, yeah.
a glow, there's
Why
a glow in
not?
there.
Pop it off. See what happens.
sure, Mog flips the head off.
Cool. You crank the head, and it spirals off like a corkscrew and falls into your hand. And inside the neck hole, it looks like something used to be in there. Some sort of like either emblem or charm or something like that. There's a perfect little pocket that something should be sitting.
Right.
And it looks like someone has clearly already been in here and probably just like quickly put the head back on. And the glow from the inside is that that little pedestal just has like this magic radiating from it, or like this glow.
What do I notice about, like, is it like a carved in shape of something that I can recognize, or?
Well, it's sort of domed, so it could be like a crystal or a ball
Okay.
or a sphere of some kind. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Mog is gonna try and jump back across.
Yeah. I think from the height that you're on there, I'll still make you roll, but you could do it with advantage again. I'll need another 15.
19.
19. Yeah, you get back.
Well, good first area. Let's leave.
Yeah, so I think maybe just keep in mind if we see a little like token crystal thing, it might pop into there at some point.
Don't want to look around in the
Don't-
water at all. See if it's in there.
Would you go in that water?
Don't really want. Is there? What do we have?
Calliope goes in the water. I'm just gonna.
Are you like searching for something?
I
or
want to
you
look
just,
and
like-
see if I can find anything that would fit in that neck hole.
Okay, sure. Give me an investigation check.
Sure. Um, 7.
Yeah, you're digging around, and it's hard to. I mean, it's really murky in there, and
Stinks.
Like, it stinks. It's disgusting. It's kind of dark in here. But as you're searching around, you do find some stuff. But as you bring it up, you realize that it's actually just eroded armor and bones. And as that's happening, the water around you starts to ripple.
Oh,
and
no.
This big hand comes out, or the shape of like a paw, and just goes to pummel you down. Everybody give me a quick roll of initiative as like this oozy, grayish type creature emerges from the water.
Classic.
14.
14, nice. Let me do a roll for it. Wow.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
Mark.
16 for me.
Oh gosh, hold on. Let me organize this. So we got 14, 16, me,
10 for Mog.
Mog.
11 for obsidian.
Okay. Cool. Looks like this thing. I actually need to bring up the stat for it. Do I link it? Yes, I did. Yeah, this like oozish type thing just reaches out of the water and goes to slam Calliope back into it. For a 15 to hit you. Doesn't hit. Or it does, but maybe like you just sort of stagger backwards and you can see it disappears back into the water and then just starts to like swarm around you.
It's just like a goo.
Yeah, it looks like just sort of like some gooey clayish sort of thing.
I
Calliope.
think we should just run.
Well, that's not like us, but yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, we don't need to deal with this thing. I'm right. Like,
Are we out of here? Are we getting out of here?
yeah. I'm gonna start to run back towards the tunnel. I'm gonna be like, let's just go.
Okay. That you are in melee with it. It is going to
Yeah.
get an opportunity attack. You're okay with that? I'm guessing a 20 hits, dirty
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, it hits.
You're going to take 7 points of bludgeoning damage, and then on top of that, you're going to take 11
Oh, Jesus.
acid damage, as that you can just feel it like burning your skin and your armor. Luckily, not long enough to do any irreversible damage. The
So
group
that was what? That was
7 and 11.
7 and 11, 7 of
18.
bludgeon and 11 of acid.
okay.
Just in case you have stats against either of those things. I don't believe you do, but
Do not, but I will. Is it too early to hellish rebuke it?
We should just run.
Yeah, no. I'll leave it. I'm just gonna go.
okay. The group of you are going to start running up
Yeah.
the stairs. This thing isn't particularly fast, so as all of you take your turns to double dash all the way back up the tunnel, you can hear it trying to like get up there, but then it's just like, and then you hear it stop moving.
That sucked. Jesus. Why didn't you guys stop me from getting in the water?
I don't understand
it's
why
just
you
so
went
quick.
into that water.
I don't know. I just really thought that I was going to find the thing. I don't know. Stupid.
Well, you found it.
I thought like the key was going to be there and we were going to find a secret door. I just got very excited.
Hey,
It's been a-
Calliope, I know you're excited, but in the future, if it's a gross body of water, don't go in it.
we jump in gross bodies of water all the time. That's what country living's about.
Oh,
We've literally bathed in like ponds that are dirtier than that. That's what it's about. Traveling,
that's
seeing
not
the
called
world.
bathing
Yeah.
anymore.
I think I kind of like the city.
Yeah, right?
I always make sure I take my boots off before I go anywhere close to stuff like that.
Guy in his boots.
Well, up the stairs then.
Down the stairs, actually.
Down the stairs.
So Obsidian's going to take the lead, head down the stairs. I'm guessing the group of you all follow him.
Yep.
Them.
Or sorry, them. Thank you. You head down the stairs. Everybody give me perception checks as you're heading on down there.
That's a good one. 17.
10 for me.
6.
3. All right.
What a ranger.
Yeah.
I rolled terribly every single time. I'm sticking with these dice though. They're gonna get better.
Gotta get your mojo in them.
You step into this room, and it's rather large, but you have these 5 pillars that seem to be holding up the room. Like, they're structurally sound. They're big cement pillars. But around one of them is this massive giant constrictor snake skeleton. It's long dead, but it's coiled all the way up. And the group of you walk into this room and are probably just in awe of this thing. And you can see that the directions sort of like head further west. No, it stares up to the north and stares up to the south. But something catches Mog's eyes only. Maybe he headed in before everybody else. But you notice 2 brown-like creatures further south that were just went out of view. I'll move the token up. And then kind of like quickly went out of view and headed southern down that corridor.
Do I recognize what kind of creatures they are?
You could give me an intelligence check.
17.
17, certainly. You have bumped into these before. They are bugbears.
Oh, couple big bugbears just peeked out around the corner there. Headed down south.
As you're inspecting that southern corridor, I know you're not necessarily going down it, but you're looking, you're like, where did they go? You notice a sign written in blood over top of that corridor, and it says, certain death this way.
Oh, we should
So
go
we should
that
go
way.
the other way.
Kind of makes me want to go that way.
Yeah, it kind of feels
Are
like.
you mad?
Well,
No,
it
that's
seems
like
like
one
if
of
they
those,
say
like-
it, yeah, like, oh, certain death this way, but
It's like
like
a
it's
red
not
herring.
actually.
Yeah.
Right?
To convince you to go down the other tunnel, which is where something shitty is actually waiting for you.
Right? Like, and it's written in blood. That seems a little bit dramatic.
All right.
I don't know.
I mean, we're here. We might as well.
It's just a couple bugbears.
Ooh, certain death.
Kind of feels like we're in the carnival.
With bugbears?
Yeah. I don't know.
Carnival.
What carnival?
So south then,
Flashback.
into the certain death.
Oh, what do we think? Into certain death?
I don't know. Do we have to go into certain death?
Well, we don't
No, we
have
don't
to.
have
We've got
to.
two
There's-
other options.
Yeah.
What if we look up the other way?
Let's split up.
Let's not split the party.
Oh yeah, Mark, go ahead. Yeah, take a look up there. We'll just wait down here for you.
So if Mark can go up, to this,
That's Till talking.
right. So if Mark can go up to this and just look like 120 feet.
Sure.
up?
As you're doing that, Till's like, Calliope, let's go south.
No, you idiot. We're not going to split the party.
Oh, I thought you were serious. Okay.
No.
Oh, okay, fine.
That would be certain death.
Oh, okay. Yes, we won't do that then. We're going to wait for Mark. As Mark just goes a little ways further up that northern corridor, it continues quite a bit further north, but seems to be another corridor doorway just off to the east there to your right.
What do you think, Mark?
Hey guys, there's a corridor doorway over here.
I feel like that's going to happen a lot in the
It's going to
dungeon.
be our life for a while.
Well, why don't we go check
Corridors
that
and
out before we
doorways.
go into certain death? Maybe there's something there that'll help us out before we die.
Well, at least with certain death, we know what to expect. It's nice to have something certain. Historically, we as a group are not the most decisive, and I'm starting to sense that this could be a real challenge for us when there's so many different ways to
Slow
go.
progress.
So what we
Yes.
actually need is a leader.
Oh, good. Yeah, let's all listen
No
to
problem.
Mark.
Here we go. Mark's gonna go
One,
up to
two,
the
three,
up
not
to
it.
the door over here.
Okay, sounds good.
Come on this way, you guys.
All right, Mark.
You
Our
head to the
Obsidian's
corridor
going to
there.
pull 2 daggers, twirl them in their hands, and go after Mark.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Sounds good. Till reluctantly follows everybody from behind, going, this is stupid. You come across, obviously, a doorway, much as you were probably expecting. Do you open it? What do you want to do?
Mark is gonna go up to the door and he's gonna put his ear right up against the door.
Sure. Give me a perception check as you have your ear up against the door.
I think that's a 5 plus 1, 6.
Yeah, sounds dead quiet.
Well, I hear a door.
Give it an open.
Is it locked?
Check it out.
Can I kind of check to just kind of instead of I don't want
Instead
to
of
fling
throwing
open the
it
door.
open.
Yeah, instead of throwing open the door.
I'll
Can I-
let you check it. It is open. I
it's
won't-
not
I won't
locked.
reveal the room, but it's
Right.
not locked.
It's not,
Yeah.
Well, it's not locked.
Open it up.
Let's go on in. Why
Okay,
not?
so he'll open up the door
Cool.
because he's been told to.
You open up the door, and it opens up into this room that is clearly like an old armory of some kind, and it has been long since ransacked. There's broken debris and wood, like those wood sort of armor holder thingies.
yeah.
Racks, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Are empty and trashed. But in the center of the room is a sword, and it almost has this glow to it, and it looks to be just wedged into this wooden block in the center of the room. At the very southern end of the room there, as you walk in, you would realize that there was sort of this little alcove. And as you look closer, there's 2 little eye slit holes that are on the back part of it that as you walk up to and look into, you realize have been looking into that room further down that you were just in that had the Kenku in it.
Through one of the bas relief
Ew.
carvings.
Yeah, yes,
Like
one
through
of-
the eyes of one of the carvings.
Yes. Yeah.
Ew, so something could have been watching us.
Like a bugbear.
Like a bugbear.
That's creepy.
That is creepy. Hey, cool sword.
Mog wants to see if he would recognize what that magic would be on the sword.
Sure. Do you have detect magic or anything?
No.
No. Okay, then give
Sorcerer.
me an Arcana check.
Just got skills.
Just got scales to pay the 10.
Yeah, with the 10, you look at it and it's clearly emanating some kind of magic. Hard to tell what kind it is. One thing of note, though, that you do realize on the ground is the remains of a hand, just a hand, and dried blood all around it. Long since dead, though. It's basically a skeleton, maybe small bits of dried skin on it.
I wouldn't
I mean-
touch that.
If somebody else wants the sword, maybe, but I don't think I'm that interested.
Yeah, it seems a bit
It's too early to have...
dodgy.
Loss of a hand.
Yeah, I already got my shit rocked by a pond, so I'm going to be playing it a little safe from here on out, I think.
And Mark would know because he's like a cleric. He would know that it's imbued with magic. Is that?
You can do it. Do you have detect magic?
I'm Maybe no, I don't think so.
I mean, if you go up to it and
It's glowing.
yeah, it's glowing. You can tell it's magical for sure.
Yeah, I've got detect magic.
Oh, you're welcome to use it if you want.
Let's give it a go.
Cool.
He casts. I guess he casts a detect magic.
Yeah, I think
It
that's
is a spell.
Oh my god! Mark is gonna cast his first spell.
So, Dwayne, right now we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, and there are these things called spells.
Yeah, magic is real in this world.
It blows my mind.
Is that a cantrip for you, or is it level 1?
A level 1.
Level 1. Okay, so you can use up level 1 spell slot, cast it.
I will say, I believe that detect magic is something that you can ritual cast. So if you wanted to take 10 minutes and save the spell slot, you could.
Let's do that. Let's ritual cast it. I was just gonna recommend doing that.
Sounds good. So you guys spend some time just sort of searching around, surveying the room. I feel like everybody takes a turn going to that southern alcove to just realize how creepy it is.
I'm going to post up outside the door just to keep watch during this 10 minutes.
Okay,
Just to kind of,
I like it.
yeah. I'll kind of send towards towards the end there so I can look down both hallways and just
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, Obsidian and Mog are in there. You guys give me investigation checks as you're just sort of like standing around looking. Mark, you cast detect magic, and you realize that this sword is very clearly cursed. There is some dark magic associated with this that is a cursed on contact, essentially. So I'd imagine tell everybody, be like, do not touch this thing.
And you say, it's a cursed magic, and there's no, don't touch it. Basically,
I was
don't
already
touch it.
planning on touching it.
No, I know. It was the hand and the blood and the,
You
I
were
mean,
just
we kind
curious.
of, yeah. So, I mean, we kind of
Curiosity's
wasted
okay.
10 minutes, but that's all right. I got to learn about spells.
Mog got a 19 on that.
Nice.
17.
17. Both of you note that while you're heading south and just sort of searching around, Mark is taking the time to do this ritual cast, figure out what kind of magic this actually is. You notice in the dirt, now that you're further away from that sand area, everything's sort of back to stone, right? But there is enough of the sand in here for you to pick up the very subtle amount of footprints, and you realize that they are not bugbear footprints.
And are they booted or clawed?
They are booted.
Multiple sets?
Yes.
Interesting.
Well, someone was here recently. Many things were here.
What's interesting about the underground, though, is like sometimes there's not wind, right? So boot prints might not go away that
Could
rapidly.
last a while. That's true.
And
Well,
is the sword
not
in a
bugbear.
block of wood?
Yeah.
Is the block of wood cursed as well? Would
No.
Mark know that?
What does that say, Tash? There.
It says the connection to the server has been interrupted.
Okay.
Anything you
Hopefully we
do
don't
right
get
now.
kicked off of there.
I've been interrupted. I asked if
sorry.
the block of wood was...
I was just hoping it wasn't going to kill our stream on the map. The block of wood is not enchanted.
It's not enchanted.
Yeah. Or cursed.
So could we grab the block of wood?
Like if you wanted to move it, the group of you could. I mean, it's a huge block.
It's a huge block. Okay.
Yeah, we're
okay.
talking like if you had like a big round stump.
Okay.
So it's got to be like 200 pounds.
Oh, no, I don't want
Yeah.
to do that then. That sounds like a bad idea. I mean, there's good ideas. I mean, if it was a little block of wood, you go run around and like touch people with this thing. Or you curse everybody, right? But okay, yeah.
Hey, touch this.
Yeah, here, check out my
Free
sword.
sword.
Here you go.
Sword fight.
That's right. Oh.
I hate to say this, but I was thinking about the bugbears, and I think Calliope might be right, because where the bugbears are, there's going to be something of interest, right? Like they're gonna mill about to protect something.
So we should go to certain death.
I believe we should.
I think we should.
Let's go. This is what I'm saying.
Right. So the group of you head back down. We'll just put you back into that room with all of the pillars. And then you're all deciding to head further south where you saw, where Mog had seen those bugbears sort of run off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Their tokens are not actually there. I will move
Found them.
them. There they are.
There they are.
Who's taking the lead here? Calliope, I guess she was out further.
Yeah, I can go front.
Okay. What's our order?
I can go next.
Okay.
Obsidian's gonna go third with their bow out.
Okay.
I'm assuming Till wants to be at the back, so
Yeah.
Mog will go
Okay.
second last.
Sounds good.
Likes to be further away.
The group of you head down this corridor, much cleaner now. I mean, it's still dirty and gross in here, but the further you get away from that entrance that you came through, the less and less sand that there is, until you come around this little corner here. And you find in the very edge of this corner a pile of pickaxes and the corpse remains of a goblin. Actually, you'd very easily recognize a goblin, and you can see that this tunnel in front of you has clearly been hand dug with these pickaxes, probably with the poor goblin or goblins that were very likely forced to dig it.
Where did the bugbears go?
Is it like is the tunnel
Like a dead end?
like it's really small, right? But can you
it's-
pass through it?
You could pass through it, yeah.
Okay,
I think
it's
my
just
map
narrow.
is just
Okay.
Oh,
glitching out. Hold on, let me try. Oh, I moved
So
the
you
skeleton.
could, we could get through it, but it's just a rough cut thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, shall we?
I mean, of course.
And Mark's small. He like just squeezed right down as far as he can go down there.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll start to push through.
Okay, you guys all start pushing through there. I might just move Calliope's just for token ease. Kind of like switchbacks up, back and forth. Yeah, you see like more pickaxe marks, maybe some marks, maybe some more just sort of like scattered around until you come out into a room here. And I'm going to bring all the other tokens over.
There's a sexy lady in there with no arms.
Tokens. And it opens up into this room, partially collapsed. And you actually do see a statue, a nude statue of a woman, but she seems to be missing her head.
Oh,
It's a theme in this dungeon.
yeah. Seriously.
Further to your down in the southern part of the room, you don't see much other than a door that's leading to the west and a set of double doors that are leading to the east.
Is she missing her head like it was made that way, or someone broke it off?
It looks like it's been broken off.
Anything in the neck hole?
Do you go look?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you climb up there and look. Nothing in the neck hole on this one. Looks like it's just been like broken off, like smashed with a hammer or cut with a sword.
That's weird.
And is there any writing on this statue? Is anything on the base of the statue?
There's no writing on it or anything around it. But if you're kind of investigating around the statue, give me an investigation check.
Mark sucks at investigation. 7.
7. Yeah, I mean, it's just a pile of debris surrounding her. You don't really make anything of note.
All right.
Sidian's going to check out the double doors.
Okay.
Listening and then checking if they're locked.
You give a listen. Give me a perception check. Oh, that one door does not have a gate on it, so you can see down that hallway.
5.
5. I mean, yeah, it's like big, heavy stone double door or wood double doors. You can't hear anything. You do try the handle though, and it is unlocked.
And I'll go to the other door and same thing, listen and check if it's unlocked.
Yeah, you listen, don't hear anything, and it is unlocked.
Well, both doors are unlocked.
Double doors seem a bit more exciting.
Yeah, I mean, double doors, usually something grand, right?
Yeah. Double the loot.
Well, which way do you think certain death?
Well, 50-50 really, Mark.
Mog's a little hung up on the statue. He's wondering if he's pretty sure that he recognizes the breasts. So he's wondering if he would know who the statue is.
That's fair.
You can give me
Pity check.
yeah, a check. That is going to be, let's call it religion.
Just an 8.
An 8. Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
nope.
hard. You're
Boobs
just
are
distracted.
boobs.
Yeah, you're distracted. Kind of looks like Ezra.
Mark, you're being a pervert.
No, I was just pretty sure I recognized, but no, I don't. That's not.
Mog,
We should go. Let's go in that double door.
Is this the time to ask, like, did you really, like you and Ezra, actually, I'm sorry I asked. So double doors.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. Let me just move stuff around.
The really weird part was that she actually dated my dad. Turns out when they were younger, so
Oh,
that got awkward. But
yeah.
down some more wine. It's fine.
I'm glad I asked.
Oh, I'm moving the statue. Whoops. I really need to lock my tokens. You head into the double door, swing them open, and you can see that the tunnel, I mean, you're clearly in a labyrinth. This place just goes on and on and on. And you can see that there's a pathway that heads to the east and also to the south. You would note, you can't quite see on the map, let me just sort of move it into position, that the one to the south seems to open up into a bigger hallway, and the other to the east. It's hard to tell, might curve up to the north.
Well, left or right?
I think we go to the east.
The east?
Yeah, like if it's going to curve up to the north, it'll double back on where we've already been. So we know that it should dead end, right?
Yeah. There.
To the east we go?
The east. Yep. So this way, correct?
Obsidian's feeling kind of like confident now. It's like getting the hang of this dungeon thing and this.
Yeah, he's like, I got this. It's so good. Yeah, you guys head up there, and as you round the corner, you realize the two bugbears that you had been in chase with are currently hiding out there. They seem to be sort of like holed up, like talking to each other. You can hear them sort of like... And as Obsidian comes around the corner, the two of them like bare their weapons and come charging at you. I need you to roll me some initiative quickly. Remember, these are 10-foot squares if you guys are doing maths on any of your movements and stuff. Let me quickly switch to my Spotify and put on more intense music.
When do I give up on dice? Like after how many bad rolls?
Bree has been hanging in there for, I don't know, 2 seasons now from what I've seen.
That's 4 seasons. This is the fourth season I've been with you guys.
Okay.
So, but it does get better because I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, yeah, nice.
So
Okay.
that's a 23 for initiative.
Yeah, you're definitely
16
up
for
first.
Mark.
16, nice.
14 for Monk.
Monk,
6 for Obsidian.
6. And mine was 9, so I'm just in front of Obsidian.
What about Till?
Oh, Till, thank you. 2. He's definitely in the back. Yeah, these two bugbears look like they're protecting something. They clearly ran into this area, and you can see there's sort of like this little alcove, and the two of them sort of like move into position almost to block you of it, and are like, and then just start approaching you. Calliope is up first. Calliope, what would you like to do?
So I think because I can move through
Yeah, you can move through
friends,
allies.
so I'll
Yeah.
get right up to them.
Okay, you're just going to go boom right there.
Yeah.
That's your 30-foot move because that's 3 squares is 30 feet.
Yeah. Can I hit them?
Yeah, for sure. They're
Cool.
there.
So I'll attack the one on the left, I guess. I'll do all 3 of my attacks. So
Sounds great.
so that is a 18 for the first hit.
I believe so. Yep.
Cool. Do you want me to roll damage and then I'll do.
Yeah,
the
let's do that. Yeah.
What are my dice again? Okay, yeah. There we go. Ooh, okay. Whoa, spicy. So 9 points of damage on the first one.
Oof, nice.
Next attack is not so good. That's my offhand. So that's just a 10 to hit.
10 to hit, misses. So it brings out the Morning Star that's holding, and your sword just
then-
bounces off of it.
My last attack. Oh, that's no good. That should hit. That is a 23.
Yeah, definitely hits.
Beauty. And that is 8 points of damage.
Wow, 8 points. Nice. That one is already looking pretty hurt. It actually starts to back up. I mean, it will be doing that mechanically on its turn, but it's sort of like it caught the one attack with its Morning Star, and then you just go to jab it under the ribs, and it like collapses down a bit and starts like backing up, and it's like and pushes the other one out in front of it. The other one like looks behind it, brings the Morning Star over its head to protect his buddy. Next up, we have Mark.
Mark is going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Excellent.
So above his head will be both Rojo's double-headed axes on a chain.
Nice.
And he's gonna whip those. He's gonna whip it at I don't know, one of the more injured bugbears.
Okay, the one that's to the north or to your left if you're heading down that hallway. That's the one that Calliope had been chopping up. Clearly looks injured, just sort of like doubled over, like kind of holding its gut, sort of moving back towards that little alcove that it looked like they were protecting. Is this a ranged weapon, or are you getting up in its face?
No, it's a ranged weapon.
Okay, cool.
So I can move it up to 20 feet. Yeah, I think that's what it's got there. And then what do I need to do? I need to roll on a hit dice. I need to roll to see if I can hit it.
Okay, so you're hitting this injured guy that's just a
Yeah.
little bit further back.
So I've got 8 on the dice, and I don't know. Do I get magic? Do I get magic bonuses with that? Or
Yeah, you should.
I should.
Yeah, it should be your proficiency plus your dex.
So wisdom's got 3. So that would be 8, 9, 10, 11. And my dexterity is 0. So 11.
11. Yeah, you go to hit him, and you just end up catching, like hooking the edge of this alcove, and he bats at whatever this weapon is away with a morning star with a miss.
Okay. And then it just stays. It just stays there.
Okay.
Until I
You
guess
can make further attacks with
Yeah,
it?
I think
Okay,
so.
sounds good. Mog, you're up. So both of your friends have been trying to attack this weakened guy. He's moving back into the alcove. The other standing to protect him, clearly about to smash somebody, probably Calliope. What do you do?
He's moved back into the alcove, meaning like up that next hallway.
Yeah, just sort of like
Around the
tucked
corner
in.
a little bit?
Yeah.
Mog's just gonna like peek around this corner and kind of like skim it down the wall and cast a chill touch
Towards the injured or
toward
uninjured?
the uninjured.
Okay, the one.
Bugbear.
He's got his morning star over his head. He's grunting at Calliope, bringing it down onto her potentially.
So no, that didn't work. I rolled a 3 plus 6 bonus is 9.
9. Yeah, it brings up its shield, and whatever you shot at it, it manages to deflect. Probably explodes in Calliope's face. Do you make any other additional actions?
No.
All right. Yeah, I mean, these guys are obviously prepared for you, ran away a little bit, knew that you were coming, hopefully not in the direction that they were standing, but yet you are here. The bugbear will stand up in front of Calliope, and Morningstar overhead go to smash her with it. And I think he makes 2 attacks. Let me just double check. No, it's just 1. Oh, probably a miss. 9.
Yeah, get fucked.
Nice.
And actually, I will expend a superiority die
Okay.
to riposte it, which means that when a creature misses me with a melee attack, I can make an attack against it.
Very good. Do it up. Yeah, this Morningstar comes down. You dodge out of the way. It smashes into the cement stone right by your feet. You go to retaliate.
So that is a 17 plus 5. I assume that hits.
Oh, yeah.
And I get to add my superiority die to that. So I get to roll 2 d8s. Where are my d8s? There we go. So that is 8 plus 3. So 11 points of damage to him.
Holy jeez, to the uninjured one.
Yeah.
Man, okay. Very nice.
Clive didn't come to play.
Yeah, this one like sort of like doubled back again, his eyes bigger. He's like, oh shit. And he starts grunting at the other one and actually starts moving backwards away from Calliope. The other is going to step forward in front and go to attack Calliope as well. Same roll, 5 and a 4, 9. Another smidge, like just this one's inches, so he's just like swinging wildly, and then tries to move back again to get out of the way.
So if they're moving back, is that an opportunity attack?
If they've moved out of.
Yeah, they would be. Yep, go for it.
So do I get an attack on both of them, right?
Yep,
So that one's probably not going to hit an 11.
miss.
Okay, so the other one. Oh yeah, no. And 12.
Nope. Yeah, they're both like. I think the way that they're injured, they're just sort of like leaning in awkward positions, just throwing off your game. Obsidian.
Obsidian is going to take out their shiny new bow and give a shot at the guy on the right. That's a 17.
Oh,
Nice.
yep, that'll hit.
Finally.
And is that one within 5 feet? Doesn't look like it. It's not within 5 feet of Calliope, is it?
No, that would be 10 feet. It was trying to move further back.
So just 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay.
And then as a bonus action, Obsidian is going to use the help feature of their Rogue Mastermind class.
Okay.
And they've actually been gathering a quite sizable pouch of glittery metal shavings, which
Nice.
they throw in the air to distract the bugbear, and Calliope will get advantage on their next attack.
Very nice. Does that blind anybody else, like obstruct their view or anything like that? It's just like sort of a mechanical
Obsidian's
thing.
very skilled at choosing. It's like a distraction thing, right? To try and
Right.
So then that bugbear would be like less able to defend itself
Ooh.
against.
Okay. Till steps up, and you can hear from the back, like he does his classic insult. I mean, Till's known for it. He's casting vicious mockery on them. And it
Idiot.
says, you unleash a string of insults laced with subtle enchantments at a creature you can see within range. Both of them have to make wisdom saving throws. One succeeds. I don't know about the other. Wisdom. These things do not have any wisdom. Nope. The other fails. So the injured one to the north succeeds, but the one to the south fails. It says, if I fail or I take 1d4 psychic damage and have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn. So the one to the south is going to have disadvantage on its attack, and it takes 1d4 damage. 1. Back to the top of the rounds, we have Calliope.
What about this guy?
Oh, that's not. There isn't anything. I did
Oh,
these
got
guys
it.
at the same time.
Got it. So, Neil, for the help action, is that just on one of my attacks?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll take my first attack against.
Both of them look basically equally injured at this point.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I'll take my first attack on the guy on the. I'll move up into their space.
Okay.
And I'll take my first attack on the guy on the right.
Okay.
So it'll be with advantage. Okay. Does a 18 hit?
Oh yeah.
Beauty. Oh. So that's just 6 points of damage on the first one.
Okay.
And then I'll use my offhand to attack the same guy again.
Okay.
Or attempt to. That's not going to hit. That's just a 10.
10 misses.
That dice is fired. And then I will try one more time to hit that guy.
Same one?
Yeah.
Okay. You're just running up, beating on this guy.
That's a 10 again.
Another 10, yeah. I mean, he's got that morning star in your face. It's hard to connect with those big paws and that morning star.
Oh, I'm so annoyed. I kind of want to use my action surge, but that feels like a waste. So I won't.
Okay.
So Mark is gonna move his his magical weapon.
Okay.
And he's gonna take another swing at.
The one to the north,
Yeah.
the one previously that you were attacking,
Yeah,
the one
sure.
further back.
Yep.
Okay, sounds great.
So that's 14 plus 4, 18 on dice.
Oh yeah.
That was a slick roll.
You like that?
I mean, yeah, I did. That
It was
little,
like,
Had some
I know.
backspin.
Also the
I know.
whip.
Yeah, it's a good weekend away.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so in that, I think he gets 1d8, a 1d8.
Okay.
Bear with me while I just put my book down here. 5 on the dice.
5 on the dice. Very nice. This guy is looking in rough shape. The one further back, he almost like kind of half falls into that alcove. You can see he's like got his arms up and he's like just almost trying to protect whatever the heck is in there. Yeah, you do some significant damage to that guy. He's sort of spitting up some blood. Mog, you are up.
Mog will cast Mind Sliver upon the bugbear to the lower one there.
Yeah, to the south there, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So that is going to require an intelligence save.
Intelligence. 15. Oh, they might be minus intelligence. Hold on. Yeah, -1. 14.
Shit. My save DC is 14.
Yeah.
Does that mean I win or that means he wins?
As long as I hit your save or higher, then
Right,
I
then
succeed.
it's
So-
succeed.
Yeah, so he saves.
Okay. Is this a half thing? Target must succeed. No, this isn't a half damage thing. This is nothing. Just nothing.
So Gavin, on the roll that I made with the 5 on the dice, plus my spell casting modifier, that would have made it 9 for a hit. Is damage.
Oh,
Just so you know.
that one takes a knee, is struggling to stand up. He's literally using his morning star to hold himself up and from blacking out.
Cool.
Mog, is that your turn?
That is Mog's turn.
Okay. The one that is injured is going to take its action to get the fuck out of there and goes out of view.
I should get a opportunity attack.
Not that one here, because you got an opportunity when he moved away.
Oh, got it.
And then now he's moving further away. You walked up to this one and attacked it, the one that's in your face.
Got it.
It is going to stand its ground and attack you back.
Beauty.
For 20-something to hit. I'm guessing hits.
Yeah, that hits.
Goes to hit you with his Morning Star, which is hefty 2d8. 7, 8, 9, 10, and 2 for 12 points of piercing damage as that comes down on top of you. Him realizing that his buddy has...
I'd like to hellish rebuke him,
'Kay.
please. So he has to make a dex save.
Dex.
Oh, what is my save DC?
Oops. Dex plus 2, 20. Dirty.
Should be for my save. Hey, is it 20?
Dirty.
30, 20. Well, he definitely saves, but he'll
'Kay.
take half damage.
Okay. Oh, no.
3d10.
Oh, fuck.
So, like,
half of 3d10.
so the moment he, like, yeah, half of 3d10. So, like, when he hits me, Calliope, like, throws out a hand and this, like, neon pink fire, like, licks up his side.
Hell yeah.
She, like, lets out this, like, guttural scream. So half of 19.
Holy shit. Yeah. I mean, speaking of guttural screams, this thing's like, as the flame licks up him, bursts into flames from whatever pink flames you cast on him. He collapses on top of you. You throw him to the ground. This dead bugbear just like, yeah.
Charred.
He's charred. He's gone. The other one has since completely fucked off, is off the map.
I am hurt, though, for the record. What was it? It was, he gave me 12 points of damage?
Yeah.
So actually, I think I'm more hurt than I thought. No. Yeah, I look rough.
Okay. You guys are out of combat. Well, that could have gone a little better, couldn't have it?
Yeah, I kind of sucked on that one. Sorry, guys.
I think I did a fantastic job.
You did a
good.
fantastic
Was-
job, darling. He
You
comes
got
up.
in
Carve
there.
that guy up. My Calliope's got both of her bloody swords out, and she's like, "Yeah."
Did you want a bit of, a little bit of till magic? He's asking if you want him to heal you.
Right now, darling, in the capital. Oh, healing.
You know,
Oh,
like
yeah,
on,
that'd be
on our
lovely,
adventures.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he casts healing word or something. Let me just look it up.
Mark, I just want to say I'm really sorry. I can see how it's been for you.
Oh, yeah, this never ends.
That's intense.
Yeah, he casts Cure Wounds at the first level. So 1d8 plus 3, 5.
Mark will do the same.
Oh, hell yeah. Thanks, guys.
So that would be 5. So you get 9.
Okay, Mark. I was already healing her.
I know, but you kind of came up a little short.
Thank you, darling.
You're welcome. How
you're
did
a
I do?
peach. So good.
Yeah. You see
Both
this
of
weapon?
you.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was really
Yeah,
good.
yeah, that's the
I love
first
when
time.
you bring that thing out with 2 axes
Whoa,
that chained
okay.
together.
Yeah.
Like that. It's really cool.
Hey,
Yeah.
did anyone look over the bugbear there and see if he's got anything worth, like,
Like burnt hair?
No, like maybe the thing that went in the head of the other
What?
thing.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll look him over.
Nice. Yeah, you look over the bugbear. Nothing of note other than his Morning Star, really.
No one want this morning star?
No.
Not really.
I got a
Going
mace.
once, going twice.
heavy.
Really good.
Obsidian
Nope.
would like to move down and just check up and down those 2 corridors to make sure there's no other, we're not just standing around with our thumbs up our asses.
Sure, yeah. You
And
go
it's
and
just an alcove and
quickly investigate. Is it moving? There you go.
Yeah.
I want to see what's in that alcove that they're protecting.
I'm just
so-
showing you that it's ends off to a dead
Okay.
end doorway there.
Yeah.
The alcove to your north that they were trying to protect. It's really odd. Like you look at it, and it's another bas relief, which is just like this stone carving inset into this wall of a nude, heavy-set man playing a harp.
Is it Mert?
That's what I was
100%.
gonna say.
Looks exactly like Mert. I no, it's not actually Mert, but could be. And it says, what languages does everybody speak? I think it might be Infernal.
Common, Elven,
Ooh,
Dwarven.
I speak Infernal.
You do speak Infernal. Okay. I think it's that, so I'll just say that that's what it is. I know it's not common. It says, gaze upon me with bronzed visage, and secrets shall I reveal.
Gaze upon me with bronzed visage.
Oh, is this why someone took the head off the sculpture?
Oh, was the sculpture made of bronze?
That one was stone.
Oh,
So a bronze
What about the first statue we saw?
No, that one was that was stone as well. It's just carved out.
Maybe
Or that one I think was marble, but
who's the most tan in this group? Maybe you have to have a nice glowing tan.
Were the other bas relief things in that first room, are they bronze or are they stone?
they were stone.
Well,
we
it
haven't
seems to
seen
me
any
that we
bronze.
need a bronze head.
Visage.
Look at it.
Bronze head.
Bronze head.
We've not seen any bronze.
Well, what about that other bugbear? Can we like track that thing
it
down?
obviously went through the door at the end of the corridor.
Yeah, so let's put a pin in this and then go see what our friend
This
is.
statue's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, you never know. But yes, I think you're right.
Okay. So the group of you are gonna just make note of this this bas relief and then head to the doorway that you see there.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just move everybody's tokens as you head in that direction. I'm guessing Obsidian is again taking the lead as you head towards the doorway. Or you guys can tell me the.
Yeah, no, I'm.
Marco doesn't mind taking the lead.
Okay.
He's the one who said, "Let's go."
Just remember, there's a bugbear on the other side of that door.
That's okay.
Okay.
Maybe.
Cool. Mark heads into the hallway, and man, it's slow to update on my end. Come on, update.
Update.
It frees up.
Hopefully, maybe. No, I can still move around. Oh, it's saying the connection is slow. Anyway, I'll say that you move into a hallway, continues on a fair ways north, and then a little bit south. Oh, does that work for you?
Yeah, that's great.
Try moving it through that doorway. Because
No, I'm not going in there without the rest of everybody.
Well, I will move them.
Fine.
Or here, I could actually move it if you want.
And I got 38 hit points. I don't know sure what's going on with there.
Oh, that's Till.
That's
Oh,
still-
okay.
that's
Oh, yeah.
funny.
Put Till through there first.
Jeez. What happened to your beard?
No, I can't because you're not the DM. I can't reveal the doorway. It's so annoying with this connection. Maybe I can just refresh that page or something. Can I refresh?
Don't lose it.
File.
Dun, dun, dun. Please excuse us. Oh, you should put a thing. Hey, this is our
connection.
first thing. Yeah, like technical difficulties.
On the keyboard, can you just hit Command R, Dwayne?
Maybe.
Just to refresh the browser.
Oh, no,
No internet at all.
Oh no.
Wait, so the internet connection on that thing dropped off? That doesn't make any sense.
I didn't touch it. You told me to.
Yeah, it says there's no internet on the fucking iMac.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
Oh, man.
How did that happen? Where does it say
Holy,
input?
holy, that's a lot of Wi-Fi's. Wi-Fi's.
Wi-Fi.
There's input. Oh, no. Input.
Usually.
Let's go.
Let's go, internet.
So, how's everybody enjoying the first corridor to room moments?
There's a lot
good.
of suspense. Like the
Bugbear.
thing about being in dungeons is that you do feel that kind of that tension of okay, we're gonna go down the hallway.
Everything's gonna be
we're
booby
gonna
trapped.
open the door. Like there is that kind of sense of who knows what could happen.
But I can already feel like there's a story already. We
Yeah.
got the. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, you've got the bas reliefs and these
Yeah.
bugbears disappearing, like that
Statues
creepy
and-
little alcove with the eyes poked out of it.
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff.
not devoid of story.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, carry on. Back into it.
Looks like we're back in.
Woohoo.
Let me just
Go
remove that.
internet.
Oh, I thought I fucked it up. So you can see that the corridor continues to the north, and then another that continues to the south shortly, and then heads west or east. Sorry. Well, you guys
Is
are
there any
deciding.
sign of the bugbear tracks?
It would be really hard in here because now it's basically just roughed stone.
Yeah.
But you can give me a survival check if you want. It would be miraculous.
Wouldn't he have stepped in his partner's blood? Or his
Ooh,
own?
okay. Yeah, we'll give you some. We'll give you some.
Just a little moisture. That's all we need.
Yeah.
Little leeway.
Will a 6 do it?
Oh yeah, just piles of blood in every direction. Yeah, he's standing right behind you. No, you have no idea where he is.
Let's go south. I
South?
have an instinct. Let's go south.
I trust you. Let's go.
Okay. Obsidian heads south. You find another doorway there. This one looks to be somewhat ajar, though. It's not fully closed.
Mark goes up to the door and smells for bugbear.
Yeah, give me a smell check.
Is that
I
spell
don't
check?
have that in my skills. Smell.
Natty 1.
Oh, fuck.
You have a cold.
Yeah, 100%. You're smelling and you
you
sneeze
sneeze.
loudly. So give me a perception check as you do that.
3, 4.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
glad Mark's in front.
I feel like the sneeze just like reflects off of the door, like back
Yeah.
into your mouth, and you're like, oh, taste it.
I can't see or hear anything right now.
Mark, open the door.
Yeah, let's just go in.
Mark creaks the door open.
Okay. You creak the door open, and you end up into this room that has a kind of looks like just like a tunnel carved downward into it, like a pit.
Ugh.
And in the rest of this room, it looks like there was some sort of showdown, whatever it was. You don't know, but it didn't end well as there was blood kind of spattered everywhere. And then to the west is a another big, like not a bas relief, but like a big painting and carving, and it's very intricate. And I actually need to. I thought I had my notes here. I need to pull it up in front of me, but I'll do it in just a sec. As you're looking around, you hear like a voice, like "Help me! It wasn't my fault," and you can hear it's coming from the pit. Just down below there. And as you look around this room, you do make note that it looks like there is some adventuring gear off to one corner that just looks like it's been haphazardly thrown there.
Can Mark go and investigate the adventuring gear?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you go and look it over. Just looks like, what was probably maybe like a rogue's kit. Like it's an adventuring pack. There's a couple daggers, some leathers, that sort of stuff.
Can we see down the pit, or is it just pitch black?
Looks to be pitch black when you look down it.
Obsidian's going to light a torch and drop it.
Nice. Okay.
Light some pour sap on fire.
He's like, why'd you do that? You're stupid. Let me just find the number of area that you are in. I thought I had a hot link for this, so one sec. It's the trouble with these
Is
dungeon
it like,
rooms.
it must be like a well?
Yeah, it's kind of like
Yeah.
a well.
How fresh is all this like bloody mess that we're seeing?
It's pretty dried by now. Yeah, the map, a 30-foot wide floor-to-ceiling map, is carved into the west wall. And then the open pit in the middle of the room is a 10-foot square open pit. Yes. You drop this torch down in there, and you actually see something moving down there, but it looks like a spirit of some kind, like a ghost almost, and it's just like, and then the torch goes out.
I don't think we should go down there.
We do have a pretty good track record with ghosts.
With Ghost, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
One out of one ghosts that we've met so far have been friendly.
What's the map of?
As you look over the map, it is it's an elaborate cross section of what looks to be Undermountain, but it was clearly made during the time of like when Waterdeep was a city of splendor, so it's like essentially a little outdated. But you can see there's 23 hollowed out dungeon levels stacked beneath all of this. And each one has sort of like its own side view. No names or details included on any of it. But three features do stand out. Next to the third level is a bas relief of a flaming skull. Next to the 16th level is a bas relief of a comet. And then next to the 23rd, or the lowest level of all of them, is a bas relief of a tower with a tiny rune engraved above it.
You're repeating the
Yep,
all of them.
yeah, I'll do all of them. So the first one was the third level, and it was a flaming skull. 16th level, comet. 23rd, or lowest level, tower with rune.
With room or
Rune.
rune?
R-U-N-E. In Obsidian, as you're looking over this map, give me investigation.
Hey, I rolled well.
Woohoo!
That is a 21.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Very nice. You actually get a fair bit. On close inspection, reveals that the flaming skull, the comet, and the tower are buttons that can be pressed.
Ooh.
The tones.
Well, we're going to be at the third level soon. It'd be kind of tempting to push that one.
Do you think maybe that's the what was the city? Skullport?
Oh,
that we're looking for?
Oh, that makes sense. Skull.
Oh, the flaming skull.
Party consensus. Shall I push the button?
Well, what do you think it's going to do?
Yeah, it's an info map.
Like an elevator?
Maybe.
Oh,
Have elevators been
maybe
invented
that's what
yet?
the well is.
Maybe it'll just send us right to the 3rd level.
Look
we
at
ask the spirit.
Maybe it'll slaughter us all.
I think you should push it.
You think I should push it?
Yeah.
Are you all right with that?
Yeah.
Obsidian will go up to it tentatively and just touch the button with with their finger.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming it's like an actual physical button.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You actually like push it in.
And push it.
Nice. You push it in, it slides in like stone. It's just like,
We all die.
that's where we're going to pick it up next week.
Adventurers, grab your weapons. But first, kiss your kin. The wilds call, a timeless brawl. Now we roll for initiative. Go